I know.
Your seatbelt keeps you safe from serious injury.
Welcome, everyone, to Rock Coliseum 7, lucky number 7. Mark and John are here. Where is Crash? He was just here.
I thought he was...
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, Crash.
Crap.
It's for your own good!
No, hi, everyone.
Hi, Crash.
Topical humor.
Show of hands. Do we need to start this whole stream over now?
Yes, we do.
Maybe? I
We
don't
do.
know.
No, even I'll put my hand up. Even I'll put my hand up to that.
That's all right.
Ooh, I don't want to be on the internet doing that. Yikes. Welcome, everyone, in the Rock Coliseum. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you all hear us okay in the chat room? Because I have many new OBS settings, and boy, oh boy, is it just a big old mess.
Yeah,
Looks like it's coming okay. It says 18...
YouTube's been making some changes.
YouTube's been a pain in the butt. It says 18
Yes.
waiting. If one of you guys could check to see if we have people pouring in. Thank you all very much for tuning in as well. This is going to be a fun night for all of us. Before we get through introductions very briefly, I want to say we are aware that many, many, many people's lives have been turned upside down indefinitely.
To say the least.
We acknowledge that. We offer our sympathies. We understand it all too well. I would just like to point out, though, this live stream is not going to dwell on the negative because, let's be honest, there's a lot of that for all of our lives. We want to entertain you. We want to have some fun tonight. We want to talk about good music and bad music. For the love of God, don't make us talk about bad music for the whole night. I don't think we can take that. Not this week, guys. Not this week.
They will. They'll
Not
throw
this
in
week.
something. I know you will. You
This is
crafty
supposed to be
buggers.
escapism for us, too.
Right?
But we'll do some brief introductions. My name's Luke Spencer, host of Rock, the channel you're watching right now. Thank you again for tuning in. Tell your friends and like this video and wash your hands in that order. Tell your friends, like this video, wash your hands. John, please
1, 2,
introduce
3.
yourself very briefly.
Hi, everyone. John from ARTV. You know what it is. I do album reviews, top 10 countdowns, discography rankings, anything music under the sun, I cover it. And if you haven't checked out my channel before, then it's linked in the description.
Very great. Mark, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi there, folks. My name is Mark. I'm the host of Spectrum Pulse to talk about music, movies, art, and culture. Currently, right now, I run a series on the Pulse where I go through 6 to 10 albums a week. Also on my side channel, Billboard Breakdown, where I talk about all the inanities over there. Year-end lists also come out as well. I got some decaded lists coming out, and also maybe some other stuff down the pipe. So we'll have to wait and see.
Mysterious. Very good. And Crash, please go ahead and introduce yourself briefly.
Hello, everyone. I'm Crash Thompson. I pretend to be a YouTuber. I've been a little quiet here lately. I apologize for that, but I've been working on my own stuff. But no, I'm like all of these guys. I review music, new releases, pretty much anything and everything. Used to be the rock critic, but rebranded. So now I get to talk about all the other stuff that,
Yeah.
you know. Well, this year so far, I don't know, but I couldn't have picked. I could have picked. Why couldn't I have done this last year?
Of all the things to complain about in 2020, the music's just one on the list. So
I mean, count your blessings, I guess, right?
So, very briefly, for all of you that are new to the Rock Coliseum, this is where the four of us give the thumbs up or thumbs down on your suggestions. Just to be clear, I'll keep spamming this out in the chat room. Your super chats will be read as many as possible, and at random in the second half. There will be a distinctive halftime, and then we'll go through as many super chats as we can, and we want to get as many different super chatters as we can too. That's why it's going to be randomized. The first half, however, how we're about to start, is free form. You type in comments, you give your suggestions, and I will go through as many as possible because I have the pop-out chat. I just stop it, and whatever it lands on, it lands on. Here's the thing. It can be a band, a singer, an album, a song. You can pit two against each other. Band versus band, song versus song, album versus album, if I can talk. And then we'll give the thumbs up or thumbs down on each. If there's a thumbs down, unanimous, or a majority vote, they die in the Coliseum. It's been a rough week for all of us, and we will make sure there will be some unfortunate deaths in the Coliseum that'll probably be really stupid.
Because some of us are just vindictive now.
Yes. After this week, yes.
Yeah, you see, this is going to be a vicious one because we're all in bad mood.
Exactly.
You know, with everything going on, it's like, oh, come on. Oh, give me that. Oh, give me some Nickelback. I dare you. Give me some.
No, don't feed that. Don't feed ideology.
No, I'm not going to feed that, but you know what I mean.
saying.
People know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, exactly. So, with that being said, also, thank you again for tuning in. If this is your first time, you'll catch on really fast. The four of us usually have a great discussion on all this. Thank you again. We already have 281 people watching. It's only been a few minutes. Keep sharing out the link on Twitter and Facebook. It helps a ton. Also, I say it again, if you like this video, it pushes it out to more people on YouTube in the search venues and feeds. Honestly, the likes go a long way. If you
like Spike, people, like Spike.
Right.
Let's do this.
Basically, it tells YouTube, it's like, hey, people are watching this event, and you might want to too, and they push it in the home feed. So.
Yeah.
And as a special feature for this week, because we have not done one of these in a while, and because it's been such a week, we'll be going an extra half hour because we want to give you guys something more. Just anything to take away from everything else outside of the Coliseum right now, and I'll leave it at that. If you have washed your hands recently, like this video. That's way we will know how many people have actually washed your hands.
We've got 118 people that have washed their hands.
Whoa, that is way less than half. You need to start liking this video to prove it.
I need to see 304 likes on this video right now.
Do the 5. Do the 5. Actually, now you got to do the 6. Now you got to do the 6. And like the video after you've done the 5.
Okay. I think we're all set. We're all wound up. We're all very tense and just filled with angst and ready to go. We've been waiting for this just as much as you guys have. This is fun for us.
Yes.
The chat has popped out. Start giving your suggestions now.
God, that works when we threaten them to wash them out. Like, we got 181 likes now.
Okay, we got 180, so that's more than half.
191.
91. There's still a lot of nasty, grubby hands out there. You guys better get it up. Wow, that chat room's moving fast. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That is
Okay.
the fastest
look at
I have
that
ever
thing
seen
fly.
likes in.
Stop.
Thank you, guys.
Damn. Oh.
Okay, this is a good band versus band. Green Day versus Oasis.
Oh,
Okay.
Green Day versus Oasis.
okay.
Okay.
I have an answer.
Yeah, I do too.
I do too.
Okay, so we'll start with Green Day because that was just the first one in order. 1, 2, 3.
Damn.
Unanimous.
Yeah,
I figured as much.
I
figured as much. I'm going to start with John because I know Green Day is his number 1.
Look who you're talking to, man.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. I do think that it's maybe a little bit unfair because we do have more to go off of when it comes to Green Day.
Quantity.
And granted, their past decade wasn't so great. I think a lot of people were shocked to not see me include any of their albums in my top 100 of the decade, but I don't think that they put out any great albums in the past decade. So, but just even before that, there's too many classic releases at this point. Even their overlooked 90s stuff, some of the follow-up albums after Dookie, from Insomniac to Nimrod, even Warning in 2000 and the rock operas.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's easy. There was no contest.
Fair enough. Mark, I asked you big drink. Sorry about that. Why does Green Day get the thumbs up?
Because if we're comparing like to like, because they are kind of contemporaneous around the same time. Because like go back to the 90s, like there is some parallels. I would put Kerplunk and Dookie up against What's the Story, Morning Glory, and Definitely Maybe.
Definitely Maybe. Yeah.
I say Green Day kind of edges them out. And then Green Day has a consistent discography going forward. Oasis does not.
Yeah.
Yep. Very.
I will
much
defend
so.
Oasis's last album, though. I believe Dig Out Your Soul, the one that came out, their final album. I do like that a lot more than the mid-year stuff that was much more questionable.
Okay, fair enough. And Crash, why don't you go ahead?
I'll build off of what you guys have said. I mean, Green Day can't be denied their catalog. And Oasis, again, like Mark said, Definitely Maybe and What's the Story, Morning Glory are all-time classics. Like, those are must-hear albums. But my God, did Oasis drop the ball hard after, what was that third album?
Be Here Now.
Be Here Now. After Be Here Now, my God, did they lose the momentum and they just could not bring it back. Oasis was basically a one-trick pony. My God, were they good at their trick, but that trick only had so much staying power. Whereas Green Day, way more flexible, way more talented, way more there to talk about.
Yeah. I'll just chime in on this with two. I've talked previously about attitude and ability. Green Day had both, and they were able to showcase that they could evolve and do different things. Oasis not only had ability, but only in one realm, and it did kind of fizzle out, and their attitude was a big part of their downfall. Let's be honest.
Oh my god, they were such wankers.
Oh my
They
god.
were such wankers.
One band
Crash.
likable, one
Well, I
band
mean,
everybody
were.
hates each other.
Past tense, I don't think they're better now. However, that's
Nah.
just, yeah. So I'll just leave it at that. I echo all your statements too. I've never seen either band live. I think I'm the only one that hasn't seen Green Day live of all of us.
You haven't seen Green Day live?
I haven't seen Green Day live either, actually.
I have
hate
seen,
to admit it.
I would say
Yeah,
I have
I
seen
know.
over 500
I
bands
know.
live easily. I've never seen Green Day.
That's crazy.
I know, right?
Is anyone going to the Hella Mega tour?
I want to.
If it
I do
happens.
want to.
Yeah,
If it happens,
yes.
we'll leave that for another thing. So Oasis must die in the Coliseum, and how do they get finished off?
Reunion
Roll
tour.
and name in the same
Reunion
room.
tour.
No, they have because you know
Yes.
if they get back together, they will not survive
what?
that.
They
There
have-
is no.
They have unlockable handcuffs on the brothers' arms, and they have to finish the tour before they can take them off. And they
Oh
don't
my
finish.
gosh, that's got a
And they
timer on it
don't-
and it doesn't unlock until they play every date.
and they don't
Oh,
finish.
God.
And they just don't finish. And that's all there is to it.
Those are
Oh,
going to be
man.
some angry shows.
I don't want to hear Wonder Wall on that final date.
Sally can wait. She's Wonder too late. Oh god! Now I have to catch that tour. I
And he's
want that
not.
to happen.
And he's not even singing at the crowd. He's like glaring at his brother while singing the entire show.
And neither of them can have a drop of alcohol. The entire time.
Ooh.
Oh,
No booze.
Cocaine either.
No
The
drugs
no booze
either. No
reunion
drugs.
tour.
No alcohol.
Yeah.
The Karma tour is it just the punishment and Karma tour for him?
The sober AF reunion tour.
Oh, that's great. Okay, great
Cheers.
suggestion. Great way to start it off. I like that. Again, thank you to all 372 people watching right now.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you
people.
for coming
you
early.
so much.
Please, again, share this video, like the video, wash your hands. We know how many
Yes.
people have washed their hands because every time you like the button, hit the like button, we know you washed your hands. And there's at least
Most
100.
of y'all have, actually.
That's good, but there's still over 100
good.
people with dirty, nasty hands right now, and that is disgusting. So
Ugh.
step
I'm
it
gonna have
up.
to socially distance myself from all of y'all.
I know,
Tuxedo
right?
Jesus, tuxedo T-shirt Jesus says, "Wash your hands." Okay, people.
Thanks, Crash. That intro, Tuxedo Jesus. Are you okay, Crash? Are you doing okay?
Dude, lockdown. The fucking quarantine's got me
day
loopy,
4.
and I was
It's
already
day 4
pretty
of
loopy.
quarantine.
And you're not even quarantined.
That's the
Oh,
excuse
man.
I'm using.
Okay.
Goddammit.
And we are going to say stop. Interesting. I don't think we've done this one before, guys. Daughtry.
Oh.
Chris Daughtry. Daughtry.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Okay.
Does everyone have an answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. For Daughtry. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I was.
Come on, I'm not a
I
soccer mom.
figured. I don't know. I figured somebody would stand up, but not me.
I'll start first. I don't hate Daughtry by any means. There was like maybe one album that was fine, and the rest of it is. We already mentioned One Trick Pony before. He's a one trick pony, and that trick is not very good, and it got old real quick. And also, I think his songwriting exposed him after he started writing his own stuff and Sweet Mercy.
Oh yes.
He can
yes.
sing other people's songs just fine if given the right song material at times. When he started proving his own writing chops, oh man, it was bad. It was really
pretty
bad.
bad.
It was like
Right.
it was like angsty high school teen trying to impress his girlfriend quality music. So I'll leave it at that.
pretty much.
So, John, go ahead. Why do you think Daughtry gets the thumbs down?
It's funny that you bring that up with the writing because I think he really started on album 2 trying to take over the reins a little bit, and that's where things started getting shaky. And then by album 3, I think was that Baptized. Oh my God! By the time when that album came out and he started trying to go really pop, it just got cringe-inducing. Have you heard the song "Battleships"? Boom, ba boom, ba boom. It makes my heart go. That one, yeah.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that.
I think
that
I
shit?
faintly remember it. I don't know.
It's
off the top of my
terrible.
head.
It is piss
Yeah.
poor, and I still get raked over the coals by the soccer moms every time I review a Chris Daughtry album, saying it's not just for 45-year-old women from a 45-year-old woman in the comments section.
Daughtry is definitely a soccer mom man.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
pass.
Mark,
Hard pass.
Mark, why does Daughtry get the thumbs down?
Because for the life of me, I can't remember a single Daughtry song in completion.
And he's had a ton. He's had a lot.
I'm going home.
He put out a lot of music, and I remember I watched a little bit of American Idol. I remember when he came off of it, and there was a time in the mid 2000s where American Idol was not guaranteeing that you would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, there were artists who built careers off of it, and Daughtry just did nothing. Like I was incredible. Like we actually have better rock in Canada than most of what we get in the States. Like I stand by that. So, but when we had Daughtry coming up, I'm like, yeah, we can listen to this, but there are so many other better Canadian acts around that time breaking out than in the mid to late 2000s and Daughtry.
Yeah. Very well said. Crash, why does Daughtry?
Nickelback over Daughtry.
I would too, to be fair. Because, again, old Nickelback fan with the state, so that's just me.
Yeah.
Crash, why does they get the thumbs down for Daughtry?
See, here's the thing. Daughtry has just basic talent. The dude has pipes. Speaking as a vocalist, in order to do some of the stuff that Daughtry does, yes, he has a lot of range. He has a lot of power. The dude can belt. He is a talented singer. The man has just no artistic talent to back it up. I mean, like, I'm sorry, like Mark, like you said, he can't write for shit. His band never did anything that was outside the basic cookie cutter stuff. And man, like you said, and like you said, John, it's basically Karen core.
Yeah,
it is Karen core. It is middle-aged mom music, and Daughtry has the talent to be much more. He really genuinely does. I
agree.
If there was somebody better behind him, someone like, if somebody else writing better material for him, you could get really good stuff out of him. But man, he just doesn't have the spark. He doesn't have,
and that's why I said
Tesla with no engine.
Yeah.
Yes,
there you go. And that's why I said he can cover other people's music pretty decently well given the right song, and that's where his talents ended. So again, Karen core, I think, really sells it pretty well.
Karen core.
So
it's Karen core.
So how does Daughtry die in the Coliseum?
Honestly, could anything else happen to him with then the irrelevance he sees now?
I mean, when was the last time you listened to Daughtry?
Okay, I got
on The Masked Singer, unnowingly.
Oh yeah, no, he'd be great for that too. Because nobody would guess.
He takes off the helmet, and they still don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Is that Howie Mandel?
Dies of embarrassment wearing a giant elephant costume or something like that. Yes, you know what, that is appropriate. Oh my gosh.
Masked Singer is.
Oh man, Dave Draymond's looking rough these days.
Ever since the piercings came out, it's been all downhill.
Yeah. Right? Thank you guys again. We have 395 of you. Again, share out the link, hit that like button. Again, wash your hands. I can tell that you're not all washing your hands. You have wash your hands and hit the like button. Chat's popped out. I will keep using that joke because I actually think that's kind of funny. And stop. Okay, I don't think we've done this one either.
Okay.
POD.
Ooh, that's good.
Do we have to?
Okay, let's save that for later then, okay? If you don't have anything, let's save it for
I do remember
after.
talking about this.
Okay, as a heads up, by the way, we're looking for bands and artists that we all have a general knowledge of. You can save the more obscure ones for the super chats. We will go through them, but we want the conversation that we know of artists that we have, something more common. You can't suggest Zach and the Zach tones and expect good conversation from us. It's not going to work.
I'm fairly certain we've been the most promotion Zach and the Zach tones have ever.
It's true.
If a band, and we're going to be shouting them out constantly.
If Zach and the Zach tone starts now, they already have a following. So And stop. Okay, I think we're all familiar with this. I'll ask though. Dance, Gavin, Dance.
Oh
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, I hear yeses. Okay. Everyone have an answer. All right. 1, 2, 3 for Dance, Gavin, Dance.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Really?
Fair enough.
Oh, okay. Well, I see where you guys are coming from, though.
Crash. You were the lone vote for the thumbs up. Why did they get the thumbs up?
Okay, I get why people are sick of Dance Gavin Dance, especially us, because I don't know about you guys, but like every other week I get someone asking me, can you talk about Dance Gavin Dance? Like,
Constant.
wow, this
Constant.
band has a fan base.
That
Oh,
Tillian
yeah.
guy.
Hell.
Yep.
Yeah, but like and the thing is, they're basically out there doing mathcore, and they have become like the stereotypical mathcore band, you know, like they are the band everyone talks about. Oh, what's a mathcore band? Dance Gavin Dance is probably like the first thing that pops into your head. So I get it. They're a little played out. They're a little overexposed. You get, there is just so much of Dance Gavin Dance coming at you all at once. I will admit, I like a lot of the stuff I've heard from them, though. They are very talented guys. They are all very skilled behind their instruments. I wish they were more creative, but yeah, outside of that, it's okay for what it is.
Fair enough. Mark, why do they get the thumbs down?
Because for one, production.
Production
is a problem. And number two, and this is coming from somebody who is not the most of a fan of mathcore, I'm not convinced these guys can write a decent song. I'm not convinced they can write a song that has a defined hook, has actual transitions that work effectively. I'm listening to a lot of their stuff, and I'm like, this is not impressive. Lyrically, they don't stand out to me. Like, if I'm going through the list of things, I'm looking for things that stand out. Even as someone who does not like mathcore, I know when this sound is done decently. Like, I've been in prog metal forever. I've heard Thank You Scientist, who pulls on elements and that sort of thing. When you see Dance Gavin Dance playing to the lowest common denominator, doesn't do anything for me.
Fair enough. John, why did they get the thumbs down?
Don't they have a song called like Lowest Common Denominator or something?
I'm almost positive
that sounds like some shit that they would write.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
I get this aura of pretentiousness surrounding them. Like they think that they're very artful and insightful, more so than they actually are. I think that Tillian's voice sounds a bit like a dying cat in an alleyway, and
that's fair.
That's a pull quote on the back of the album jewel case that I want to see.
It just sounds like somebody's trying to squeeze the last little ounce of life out of something, but there's nothing actually there.
I have not heard that about Tillian. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Okay, I'll add mine very briefly, and this is my point that I want to make. Have any of you also seen Dance Gavin Dance live?
No, I haven't.
Twice. I've seen them twice live. You don't remember what I remember from them being in the photo pit twice and seeing them live?
What?
Zero. They have no lasting memory. Again, with what Mark said, they cannot write a hook or a line. They all squee their brains out for Tillian, and then everyone just stands there. Their presence, they don't have a presence. They have no lasting real anything for what their identity is besides... I don't even know. The music just is not memorable to me, and everything else is bare bones. I don't hate it, but man, just glass of milk.
They are the single most overrated band in the quote-unquote scene right now.
I think we can all agree they definitely should be doing more interesting stuff.
Bingo.
Just period.
Yes.
Just
And
all around. Even I can say that.
Yeah.
Bingo.
I agree.
Bingo.
There we go. That's fair. So Dance Gavin Dance must die in the Coliseum. How did they die?
Shoot.
Oh, did I cut out? Okay.
Oh, you cut out there.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Dance Gavin Dance must die in the Coliseum. How did they die? That's a hard one.
Go on tour with Dillinger Escape Plan.
Oh,
reunion tour.
That they would. Okay, yeah.
They are no
Dillinger. Yeah,
and
these guys would.
And they have to open, and they have to sit in front of all those Dillinger Escape Plan reunion fans and wait for them. Yep.
Yeah, no, and man, okay, you guys think Dance Gavin Dance has a rabid fan base. Speaking as a Dillinger fan,
I got to see them on their farewell tour. Yikes! I was even impressed. So, okay, fair enough. So, moving on. Thank you guys again. 395 of you watching live right now. Again, please share out the link. We were hoping to get a record number for Rock Coliseum videos. Again, share out the link. It helps a ton. Like the video. And we have our suggestions and stop. Okay, well.
Oh no.
No, this is a good one. I think I know where it's going to go, and I don't know if we've done it yet, but it's a good one. Band versus band. Blink-182 versus Newfound Glory.
Have we done this one before? I feel like
No, we haven't.
This versus, no.
I think we've done
as a
both
versus.
bands individually,
Yeah,
but
but not a versus.
against
Never
each other.
versus.
We've done Blink versus
Someone
One.
else, yeah.
Yeah, versus
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Okay, that might be what I'm thinking.
So Blink 182 versus Newfound Glory. Does everyone have an answer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. For Blink 182. 1, 2, 3. Unanimous.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
figured.
Mark, why
No
don't you go?
disrespect. But
No, not at all. Mark, why don't you go first this time?
I think the biggest indictment here is I can remember Blink 182 songs.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. Crash, anything you'd like to say?
I will say, Blink 182 have had a very wide career, a very varied amount of stuff that they are capable of. Whereas Newfound Glory, they're just more of a one-trick pony. You know, like they have one sound, and they are admittedly really good at their one sound. That's kind of all they got. Blink definitely has the more flexible muscle.
Okay, fair enough. John?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Mark on this. I mean, like, they got a few songs that everyone goes crazy for at those, like, throwback nights and emo nights or whatever.
Yeah.
My Friend's Over You and that good stuff. And it's fun in the moment. You can sing along to it. But would I seek it out? No, not really. And that's what I've come to realize with Newfound Glory albums. I'll listen to them and I'll think, oh, this is pretty solid in the moment. But do I remember it 2 weeks from now? Do I go back to it?
Yeah.
No.
Y'all got no love for Catalyst? None? It's all downhill from here?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
Linkin
That one
Park
I
song?
remember. But
Okay.
Is that the Linkin Park? A much better Catalyst.
Fair
And-
enough.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
So for me, just really quickly, I think Blink 182 stood the test of time, no matter how you slice it. Newfound Glory is a nostalgia act, and that's a really key way to look at it. And there's nothing wrong with that either. I just saw Newfound Glory last year. They're doing another covers album. They've had many of those. Many.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Many.
There's a
People
lot.
buy them.
People do, and you know what? It's just
Why?
like, after this point, it's just like, why are you guys doing this now?
It's just kind of groaning a little bit.
Yeah,
about that.
exactly.
It's like I've listened to some of the covers and they don't stand out at
don't.
all. Like, really, you're doing a Take on Me cover
Yeah.
at this point.
You're doing "Eye of the Tiger" as your big new single. Okay, fine.
I mean, we've had Pop Goes Punk compilations for a long time now.
we don't
Newfound
need
Glory
it.
doesn't.
No, we don't need that. So
I will say I feel bad for them at the moment because their entire album leaked the day before they even announced it 4 months in advance.
Oh no shit!
It got-
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not due out till May 29th and it leaked at the end of January.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
That was
that's
that was a big catastrophe for their
harsh.
label too, if I'm correct.
yeah, hopeless.
Ugh,
So
man.
no disrespect to Newfound Glory. I don't think
Right.
any of us hate them
Yeah.
by any means, but they must die in the Coliseum. How does Newfound Glory die?
They fall down a hill because it's all downhill from here.
Oh, Crash. Oh, Crash. Why are both of
Hey,
you...
hey! Nothing gold can stay.
Why
all
are
right?
John and
See, I don't
Mark?
even remember that. I don't even know if that's a Newfound Glory reference.
Yes.
John and Mark, stop rim-shotting Crash.
Well, the thing is, Crash is the one with the drum kit. I'm surprised it's not in the picture.
Oh, don't
yeah.
encourage him during halftime to go grab it and go...
Like, I just crashed. Just hit the crash symbol.
Oh, gosh.
Oh no!
Quarantine day 4. Watch 4 men go insane on live stream.
And y'all think my quarantine jokes are bad? Oh,
The crash symbol. John!
I'm
No!
on my second week of this. Give me a break.
That's true. Mark's way ahead of the game on this. He's numb to the feeling now. So
I'll take my friends over Luke.
Let's move on.
Please. Okay. And stop. Okay, I get the comparison. I'm not... It's an apples and oranges, but I get why you asked it. Weezer versus Def Leppard. Do you guys
I
get...
think I kind of.
Do you guys
I
get why
think
the comparison with Van Weezer coming out? And
Yeah, I get it.
It's still hard to draw.
this is an
conclusions on
apples and
entire-
oranges thing, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll keep this
Okay.
one brief, but yeah. Okay. Does everyone
Yeah.
have an answer?
Yeah.
Okay. For Weezer, 1, 2, 3.
Again, it's an apples and oranges
It
kind
is,
of
yeah.
thing.
And for
so
Def
it's
Leppard,
like,
1, 2, 3.
I mean, you know,
This is a weird one because I'll just start really
Yeah.
quick. as someone that grew up with Weezer, fell out of Weezer, got back into Weezer, fell out again, that type of situation, Weezer has the highs and lows, but Def Leppard, the stuff that are the highs stuck with me much longer. Much longer. I don't, that's just me, though. That's more personal. And it's hard to say, like, I've seen Def Leppard before live. I've seen Weezer live. Def Leppard sticks out a lot more live by a long shot. So that's just me. I'll keep that brief. John, why does Weezer get the thumbs up?
I think for me, it dates back to, I guess, more of what I grew up preferring.
Yeah.
And it's no disrespect to Def Leppard. I'm just not into a ton of their stuff. And Weezer, like you said, Luke, I think you described every Weezer fan ever with the highs and lows. But,
you have to.
I mean,
you have to.
Their albums that stand out. I mean, White, Ube, Blue, Pinkerton, even a lot of Green. The great stands out in a great way, and the bad still is kind of memorable.
Sure. You will never hear me argue that. Nope.
Right. I remember the bad, so.
Yep.
With me.
So, Mark, why does Weezer get the thumbs up?
For as much as I have ragged on Weezer, and I have, I will say that Weezer has classics. Def Leppard doesn't.
Really? Okay.
I don't think Def Leppard has a single album I would put in the same category as Blue or Pinkerton.
I would disagree with, but that's just me.
I agree.
Okay. Fair enough. Crash, why does Def Leppard get the thumbs up?
Mark, I love you, but Def Leppard doesn't have a classic when Pyromania exists. My man, I get it though. I gave the thumbs up to Def Leppard. Again, primarily because like Weezer, they've had their ups and downs, and they do have their classic records. Classic records that are a part of my childhood, no less. I do love me some good Weezer. But again, Def Leppard, their records, again, it's an apples and oranges thing, and it's not fair because Def Leppard have been around so much longer.
True.
And some of their stuff has been able to stand the test of time. I feel like Leppard has more albums that will stand the test of time, as opposed to Weezer, where like we'll eventually forget about Green, we'll eventually forget about You Bates, we'll eventually forget about White. Arguably, I mean, I'm not Nostradamus here, but I have a feeling. Whereas Def Leppard, I mean, the best stuff that Def Leppard has put out is just, again, it's not even fair to compare them. It's just not.
I think that's where I'm at too, because this is like such a hard. This isn't even apples and oranges. See? This isn't even apples and oranges. This is like two different food groups altogether, and you're trying to compare them. So.
Oh, absolutely. And I will say this much: I don't think Weezer is going to actually win that many points by basically copying Def Leppard's style. We'll
find out in May.
I was about to say, album's not out yet.
Yeah,
we'll see. But
End of the Game was fantastic. So
Crash. Would you rather have another teal? Is that what you want, sir?
Okay, touche.
Okay, then there you go.
Teal wasn't that bad.
Would you want teal too? Would you want another shade of teal?
No.
I would.
Lord, no.
So both of them live, but both of them have to be taught a lesson. So how do we make them learn lessons? I don't even know. Both of you do better than your worst. I don't know.
Weezer, stop collaborating with AJR.
Oh,
yes!
Please.
Oh my god, yes.
Was there another one? Was there more than one?
No, there's just the one, but I think that's...
John's legitimately terrified.
I was like, wait,
one
what? Is
too many. One is already
right?
too many.
Sober Up Part 2. That sounds like something they would fucking do.
Yeah, it would. All right. We'll just move on. No punishments for that one because, again, it was even, and it's very different.
Yeah.
I understand that.
So, again, thank you guys for joining us. We are still... It froze on my counter. Let me refresh.
I got 435.
I was going to say it froze on mine. So we are at 435. Thank you so much for joining us in this crazy wild time. This is our way to entertain you. Please keep hitting that like button. It helps us out a ton. And we're going to the next one and stop. Correct me if we've done this one before. Megadeth.
I feel like we probably did.
I'm pretty positive.
We'll move on. Okay, that's why I ask. Okay.
The one person that disliked this video, see me after class in the hallway, please.
It's my troll. I know. He's there.
Oh yeah.
He never washes his hands. That's how we know. So
hi haters.
We only have one so far, so it's okay.
Yeah.
And
Crash, don't you mean where are my haters? Where are my haters?
and stop. I knew it. I knew it was going to come up. Topical topic coming up today.
Oh no, I know it.
I swear to God, I know it.
No.
Trapt.
Back off. I knew
Damn
it. I
it.
said back off before you even said it. Don't.
Damn it. Damn it.
I knew this was going to happen, and you know what? I
yeah.
can't blame it. I can't blame it for being a suggestion. I can't. Do I need to count off? Do I need to count off, gentlemen?
No, of course you don't. But bam! Bam bam!
They get the double thumbs
900
down.
plus tweets in a day.
How much coke do you have to do? And like 2 phones, and you're using the keyboard with your elbows and doing that to get that amount? Jeez. Okay.
See that's the thing. Dude is on lockdown. Dude is on quarantine. He has nothing else to do.
Nothing else.
We need to give
The
people
tour is
some
canceled.
context.
So this will not be around the horn. We already know our thing. The past week, he's gone on another rampage. The best way to describe this man's personality, he has Aaron Lewis political beliefs and values with the personality of Ronnie Radke.
Yep.
Combine those into a ball, and you have the lead singer of Trapt, who has not done a thing since 2003?
How do they have
Oh,
2 million
if that.
monthly listeners on Spotify still? I thought he was lying about that. I went and checked
he
it and he
does.
wasn't lying.
It's headstrong.
It's Headstrong. Yeah, no, I agree. That's like a playlist song for a lot of the Midwestern,
Okay,
guys
yeah.
on that workout playlist. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Did anyone here watch a lot of Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Nope.
Familiar with it, but I didn't watch a ton of it.
Well, does anyone remember Carl from
guy?
that show?
The man?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the guy. He's basically if Carl were really into nu metal. That's it.
Oh.
That's it.
He's just, I remember this back when I had to be junior high or young in high school. He just moans and groans out every single word to the point where you barely understand him. He has no discernible ability. On top of that, every band member behind him, because there's been a few, have offered nothing.
my.
Nothing.
Yeah, no.
They,
it is-
and I made this joke to these 3 gentlemen in our private chat. They were third billed on Mudfest.
yeah.
Third
bill
on
Third.
Mudfest. And this guy's telling other people off and trying to talk bad to them? Heck no.
Oh yeah. No, he's people. This man who was third billed on Mudfest is our better. You realize that, right?
Oh. Does anyone else have anything they want to add about this man? Because he said a lot, and whatever we say is still too good.
Trapt is 5-finger death punch for people who don't know how to use their instruments.
Oh.
There you go.
So, Luke, regarding the past when?
Yes, I was wondering
Pushed
that.
it off for a while. and
Come on, man. It's time. This
No,
is prime
you're right.
riking time right now.
I
You know,
can't whip a
your
regretting the
virality,
past
man.
video right out of my hat for tomorrow.
You're about to be quarantined, man. Let's see it.
That is true. Because honestly, I do remember that one album going over platinum.
Oh, yeah, it did. It was big back then.
Actually, if I can make a small confession really quick here, when that album first came out, I was like 15. That was my jam for like 3 solid weeks. I loved the hell out of it.
I had a burnt copy of it.
The thing
Okay.
is, though, that was just more proof back in the day. Radio blasted that song like a DJ had the gun to their head. Play more Trapt. That's how it was. Was that
Headstrong to
Mark,
take on anyone.
Mark, was it like that in Canada? Like, did they get the Trapt?
No.
Really?
You lucky man.
Man, you missed
lucky,
out.
lucky man.
Oh.
I'll be honest. My most familiarity with Trapt came when I remember downloading off of LimeWire. It was a collection of 500 singles collected over the course of the 2000s.
Okay.
And I remember Trapt had 2 songs on there, Headstrong and something else.
The second
it
single.
Waiting?
The second single. Yeah.
Probably These Walls.
Was it
I
Stand
remember
Up?
Stand Up, I do remember.
Stand Up. That's it. And I remember I had them, and I was doing a purge of my iTunes, I want to say 2 months ago. I came across those 2 songs, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever heard these before. So I plugged them in, and I'm like, oh, this is crap.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. We're dunking so hard, but let me just do one more dunk.
Worth it. Go ahead.
Actually, even when I was in my Trapt phase, when I loved their album for like 3 weeks before I snapped out of it, I actually went to like a Sam Goody. I was able to pick up a Trapt T-shirt Here's the thing. I bought a Trapt t-shirt. Okay, the only reason I bought it... Wait, let me explain!
There's no explanation needed.
No. The only reason... Okay, t-shirts were usually like 20, 25 bucks. This was on like 2 or 3 weeks after the album had been released. I picked up a Trapt t-shirt because 2 or 3 weeks after the album was out, they were selling for $7.
Shit.
They could not give those goddamn things away. I picked it up because it was cheap. Even back when they were big, people realized, okay, no. I'll
listen to them, but I'm not wearing a t-shirt that says that.
Yeah. I listen to Trapt.
I heart Trapt.
Actually, it was the dumbest t-shirt, too. It was a brown t-shirt with their first album. Their first album has a guy pushing a lawnmower. It was like a brown t-shirt, which again, brown t-shirt with a bunch of orange pictures of the lawnmower pushing guy just in different positions, just stretched all across it. That was Trapt. That was what
I remember
they were
that
selling
image because that was the album cover.
Yeah.
I do remember the
that was the album cover.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll leave it at this, and then we'll move on. Crash, there's a toilet paper shortage. If you still have that t-shirt, you know what
break it out, buddy.
The problem is you can't flush that.
It's already brown, though.
That too.
Well, no. See, you get a plug. He digs that through it, and he pulls it out, and it's like, sir, do you have something you want to tell us?
Sir, this counts as hazard pay. I'm tripling your fee.
I get fined by the city for Trapt.
For Trapt related.
Eat my shit, Chris Brown.
How does...
Oh, and the dude's name is Chris Brown.
I know.
Yes, it is. Chris Brown. Of course it is. Of course it is.
So, how does Trapt die in the Coliseum? And
I mean, after the past 5 minutes, like, what else can we do?
They can take on anyone.
Since our homeboy here thinks he's such a big, strong dude that this dude actually pretends like he is the school bull. He pretends he is the school bully and the world is his dweeb. He gets shoved in a locker and pushed off.
You know, that's good, but I kind of want to see him fight, go on a line, another Coke, and fight the other Chris Brown.
Oh, shit.
Oh, dude, he'd get the crap kicked out of him because he is a tiny little guy.
Yes, he is. But can both?
Yeah. He is a twerp.
Can we kill off both Chris Browns though?
But that's my point. Like,
okay. I approve.
Circle.
Yeah.
Ingenious, Mark. Ingenious.
Two men enter, no men leave. Okay.
Yes.
That works. Okay, I get why people suggested it. That was worth it. I probably will do regretting the pass on Trapt eventually. No promises.
You poor man.
No promises win. And give me a break after Hoobastank, okay? Give me some time. So,
guys, let's start a GoFundMe.
I won't stop you. So, again, we're up to 450. Thank all of you for tuning in. Keep hitting that like button.
Thank you
we're
so
loving
much.
this.
Thank you.
Yes, and I gotta pull out here. Sorry, and stop. Okay, I know we've done this, but so many people are spamming it. Queens of the Stone Age. We've done this one, correct?
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm almost positive we've done this.
Yeah. Just really quick, we were all thumbs up, right?
Absolutely.
Hard. Yeah.
Okay. Queens of the Stone Age,
Right.
man.
Yeah, come on now.
Okay, so and stop. Huh? That's one I'm willing to bet we haven't done, unless at least not on the live one. Barenaked Ladies.
Oh no, we haven't done this one.
I don't think so either.
No? Okay.
At least not here. At least not on the actual thing. Everyone have an answer?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Not super well versed, but yes.
Okay. Barenaked Ladies. 1, 2, 3.
Bam.
I did too. Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. Yeah. Mark, I know you.
Mark, our resident Canadian, please tell us about Barenaked Ladies, why they get the thumbs up.
Gordon is a classic.
Yes.
That's-
Yes.
It is, in terms of alt rock that came out of Canada in the 90s, the quintessential style of that, where they had great songwriting chops. The distinctive play between the front man was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They wrote interesting songs.
They
like
really did.
As lyricists, they were interesting. There's reasons why we remember 1 week to this day. Like,
oh hell yes.
And yeah, they got a little kitschy and silly when you get to the 2000s. Like that happened. And
a lot of bands did it.
And parts of Stunt and Maroon, I would argue, haven't aged great. But I still stand by the Barenaked Ladies song "Odds Are" from 2013 was my favorite song that year.
Really?
Yeah, and it was, and their video was a collaboration with Rooster Teeth.
Oh, no
And
kidding.
Red versus
It was
Blue,
legit as
okay.
hell.
Okay.
It was legit as hell. I love that song. I love that album. Wasn't even that good, I'd say, but they even after what's his name? I want to say Stephen Page.
Stephen Page, yes.
Yeah, after he left, they still made good music.
Yeah.
Like,
They did.
Yeah. I think they kind of fell off a little bit. They got a little sleepy as I got older, but still,
a lot of bands do
that. Canadian band. I like these guys.
Yeah. John, why did they get the thumbs up?
Again, I'm not extremely familiar with everything, but a couple of years ago, I had Gordon as a Patreon request, and I loved it, and it was awesome, and I checked out more of their stuff, and I just think that they've been incredibly consistent based on mostly what I've heard, and to have such a longevity without necessarily ever being huge, they just have like a very loyal following, and they're very dedicated to their craft and everything. I have a lot of respect for them.
Okay, fair enough. I'll go really quick. My jumping on point was Stunt. I'm pretty sure, is that the one with 1 week?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one with 1 week. Yeah, that's the one that broke in America.
And then Gordon, and then everything else too. But at the same time, even at a younger age, when I found that album, I loved it from the beginning. This is stuff that you can still go back to, and it still feels good to listen to it. They have such a good job of making music that really takes you out of whatever moment you're in, and it's such a decent. That's kind of rare now. When you have a band that always snaps you out of whatever funk you're in. Barenaked Ladies.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, that's
just my thing.
I can see that.
I've not heard everything. Really quick, my favorite story about them, the singer, the main guy that wrote If I Had $1 Million. Back in the mid-2000s when Rock Band, or Guitar Hero was huge, not Rock Band, Guitar Hero. That was one of the songs on one of them, If I Had $1 Million. Well, he recorded himself and playing against his wife that song, and his wife beat him. And he lost it. No, he's going, no, I wrote this song. You don't understand. This is my song. That's my favorite story about Barenaked Ladies. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Crash, why did they get the thumbs up?
People, I will say this. Probably a large chunk of our audience probably is American. So, I mean, just assuming. Or if you're not American, you're probably not Canadian. So to them, you probably know what? 1 week, some of the stuff off of Stunt. People, I'm telling you, Barenaked Ladies is one of the better kept secrets Canada has been keeping from us. Them, the Tragically Hip, they are God, their back catalog has so much good stuff. People, especially during these times where shit is like really dark and everything's really scary and sketchy.
That's a great idea too.
People dig up, I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but they have a best of collection.
Yes.
That would be a good suggestion. Yeah. That's
they have a best of. They have a 2 CD best of collection. I forget what it's called, but just look it up wherever you can find it. And people, that will just brighten your goddamn day because my God, this band has so much good material that you probably haven't heard if you haven't really dug into it. Again, that's all I'll say.
One thing I will quickly say, and the comparison I always like to make, is that they are the 90s version of They Might Be Giants.
That is perfectly apt.
I would bump them up above They Might Be Giants in my own personal opinion.
I like them more than They Might Be Giants, personally. I'm a little weird
That's
in
just
that
me.
sense. No, I'm with you, though.
I know a lot of people in Gen X will call heresy on that.
I know,
for how much they
but
love They Might Be Giants.
I get
see
enough
parallel.
Yeah, I get enough hate on my channel anyway. I can take that hate.
And they also both made kids albums.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And they're cute. They're adorable.
Despite
adorable.
Despite the band's name, they are accessible to anyone. So
yes.
Absolutely. So good suggestion. I did like that one. Good job. So again, thank you all for tuning in. I have to keep refreshing. What's the live count at now? If anyone has it on theirs,
I can check.
We are at 436.
437.
Awesome.
437.
Perfect. Thank you guys again. Keep sharing out that link. Keep hitting the like button. We love you for it. Thanks for joining us. And we're gonna go back to here and stop. Okay, that's interesting. Versus. It's a band versus band.
Okay.
Seether versus Breaking Benjamin.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I see some comparisons. I do see comparisons
I
at
get,
least.
no,
Yeah,
I get
it.
it. I get it.
I think I have an answer. Mark, you have an answer? Crash and John, do you have answers?
I have an answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, we'll start just in the order. Seether. 1, 2, 3. 2. Okay. And then Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah. As surprising as this may coming at me. Yeah. No, I get it. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll go.
We remember, Crash.
Oh, we remember. So I'll go.
Everybody remembers.
I'll be very brief with mine. For 2 reasons. One, we already talked about One Trick Ponies. The One Trick Pony from Breaking Benjamin is done better and more memorable than the One Trick Pony of Seether. And I do not dislike either band. I don't hate either band by a long shot. But I would still put that, and also as someone who has seen each band more than 5 times through the festival circuit, Breaking Benjamin puts on a better live show than Seether does.
True.
Yeah, see, that's what I've heard. I've heard they're pretty decent live, from what I understand.
So, John, why does Seether get the thumbs up?
Literally both bands are on my list of bands that I outgrew, so I literally don't give a shit about either.
Yeah, that's fair. That is more than fair.
It's a polite thumbs up.
Okay.
See, yeah.
But both of them, they have songs in my old 2000s playlists and stuff, and it comes on. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that, and then I also remember why I grew out of that. I guess I don't know. They're both fine to an extent at what they do, and their fans love them for it. And I guess I do think that Ben Burnley is a better vocalist, but I guess I like some Seether songs more.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
Okay. Mark, why does Seether get the thumbs up?
Quick just reminder off my top of my head. Seether put out now 2017, right?
Yeah.
Poison the Parish.
Yes, I actually thought that was one of their better outings in a long time.
I agree.
Yeah.
And the last album Breaking Benjamin put out was Ember. And that was no. There was one. There was one this year.
There was one.
Well, that's a
acoustic album.
It's an acoustic album. It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last one I cared about and covered was Ember. I rated Seether ultimately higher than Ember. Poison Parish is better than Ember, and I ultimately think that Seether has better singles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'll give you that. I'll definitely give you that.
Okay. Fair enough. And Crash, I saved you for last. Why does Breaking Benjamin give the thumbs up?
This might just be a personal thing because, like I've said in other videos, I went through a Seether phase when late college or late high school, early college, where I was super duper on board for them, and then I fell out, and then I came back and listened to it again, trying to evoke some nostalgia, and all I evoked was cringe. I used to like this. Oh man, not so much with Breaking Benjamin. They got a weird sounding vocalist. Y'all know.
I don't have a problem with his voice. I never had a problem with his voice. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it must just be me because a lot of people like that voice. But my God, does it great against my ears. But I will say I feel like Breaking Benjamin, they have a lot more going on musically. There's a bit more talent behind their instrumentation, and I feel like Burnley is a better songwriter overall. Okay. Again, I wouldn't take either of them wrong, but if I have to choose, I'll give it to Benjamin. I'll give it to Benjamin.
So we had a time, and it was a tie. So the thing is, though, instead of doing a death for either of them, I don't remember what Benjamin Burnley sounds like off the top of my head.
It's been so long.
You know what? Hang on. 1 second here. I am going to do something here.
Okay.
Okay.
I am literally on the edge of my seat.
Crash, can you help us out with what Benjamin Burnley sounds like?
I'm helping you. I'm helping you.
I'm excited.
Check the chat.
I can't because it'll mess up my OBS. Can one of you two?
I will check the chat.
Hang on.
I see nothing. I see nothing.
Okay. Hang on. Sorry.
Which chat are we looking at?
Check the scrolling chat right now. Check it.
Oh, there's no way in hell I'll find it there.
On the YouTube. I just dropped it. I just dropped it.
We have a super chat. We have a super chat saying all of us do impressions. So.
That's a super chat too. Y'all gotta do it.
Okay.
Well, as you know, super chats are in the second half.
Yeah, so and they're Reddit random. They're Reddit random too. So we have to just hope that yours comes up.
We can't make an exception. I'm sorry, buddy. I hope
That's
you
just how the
understand.
randomizer works. I don't know what to tell you. However, if we get to 350 likes, Crash Thompson will do an impression of Benjamin Burnley.
That is correct. 350 likes.
We're at 304 right now, everyone. So if you like this video, we'll get an impression of Benjamin Burnley from Crash Thompson. Don't know what else to tell you, but that's just how it's going to have to be. And we'll continue to the next band and wait and see how this goes to all 455 of you live. Crash, I hope you don't have a headache, because it's going to get worse for you if we get to 350. Moving on.
Y'all devious.
And stop. Oh my gosh, no!
Oh no. Oh no. What happened? What happened? Luke? Luke?
Trapt versus Upastank?
You're not terribly far off with the regretting the past
Oh,
suggestions. In all capital letters, exclamation marks, Josie Scott. The
From
singer
Saliva?
of Saliva.
Just him?
Yes.
I recuse myself. I don't
Oh,
know.
we can't do it then. We can't do it then.
You have your hero with
what a
Jack
shame.
Kruger?
Oh, we
What
can't
a
do it. Oh, thank you for the suggestion. We do appreciate it. Rats. We're at
I was ready to give that thumbs up. But...
Oh, speaking of thumbs up, we're at 360 thumbs ups now, guys.
Oh, well, it's time for a Crash Thompson impression.
You said 400, right?
No, I did
No,
not.
we said 350.
I know what my own channels. So, do you guys remember the song "So Cold"? I don't remember how the chorus goes.
No, I don't either.
Brr, I'm cold. Is that how he sings it? No, that's not it. Crash.
Screw,
Can you?
screw y'all. I'm doing it in a little diva voice. Screw all y'all. Okay, I don't subscriber, so I'll stop there.
Well, now we have 20 viewers. I'll have over 400 people just turned off the video.
Is it
I
over?
thought you had
Yes.
used a modulator for that.
Yes,
No,
it's
I
over.
do. No, I can do that. I can do that.
Wow.
There.
Benjamin Burnley has had a lot of trauma to his voice, and that's what he has left. So,
That was something.
well, there- can't say you were expecting that, folks.
No.
Huh. So,
Well, now we have 350 dislikes.
See.
man, my algorithm's screwed.
Well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure working with you. And
Man, my algorithm is screwed for the rest of the month. Yikes. Okay, back to the board. Thank you again. We're nearing the first hour. We'll go for another 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll have our halftime. We'll retake an actual
you
break.
guys should see that.
I'm looking at the chat right now. Sweet mercy.
Oh,
Okay.
oh my lord.
Someone called you Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks, so there you go. And stop. Oh, okay. I get the reason why you had that one. Flyleaf.
The reason?
No. Flyleaf versus Evanescence.
I get that. I get that. Yeah.
Gosh, it's just been so long.
I could do this one, I guess.
Yeah.
I can too.
Yeah.
We'll keep this one short because I don't know how much there really is to say.
I mean,
In
right?
order. In order.
Right.
Yeah, in order. Flyleaf. 1, 2, 3. Unanimous.
Really?
Evanescence, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I like Flyleaf okay.
I do too. I think
No,
they're
yeah.
fine. Evanescence had the most memorable album out of both discographies combined, and it's
Right.
been a
Yeah.
it's been a hot minute since Evanescence has done something worth talking about. Unfortunately, they have a new
Yeah.
album coming out this year, and it's all new material. They promised
But it's
this
gonna be-
time.
Sure.
It's just gonna be. It could be really weird though, with the
could.
way she's recording and
I
everything.
agree.
Yeah, it's gonna be strange.
So we'll keep this brief then. How does Flyleaf die in the Coliseum? They lose another
They're
singer.
already so. They're
Yeah,
already
they
so
change. They
sick.
change more leads.
They lose
Yeah.
another singer, and they just keep going until they die of old age, like on stage, waiting for someone to take the microphone.
Oh god.
They have to change. They have to change singers midway through All Around Me. There we go.
Huh, okay. By the way, both lead singers of Flyleaf, I liked, but
Yeah.
They're fine.
Whatever,
Yeah,
they are.
okay.
So
I felt bad for Kristen May because she said she
Yeah.
never really felt like she fit in with
I know,
them.
and
you know,
like
and
I
everything.
interviewed them back in the day when she was there, and also like when she had a kid, like they was like that's it. I just Yeah. Super nice lady, too. Super nice.
Yeah.
So, and stop. I don't know that one. I have to move on. Sorry. And stop. Okay. I don't think we've done this one on the live stream. The White Stripes.
Oh. Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Fair enough.
yeah.
That's a good recommendation then. Okay. The White Stripes. Crash is pouring a beverage after destroying his voice. So
I kind of need it. Sorry, guys.
White Stripes. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Hard thumbs
absolutely.
up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Jack White's ever going to come close to having the Magic Gathering White Stripes on a solo career. That's just me, though.
No.
No, that is not just you.
Nope.
That is not just you, man.
Fair enough.
I'm not
Okay.
somebody who likes Jack White solo.
Okay, gotcha. John, why don't you go? Why does the White Stripes get the thumbs up?
Oh man, I mean, from just everything White Stripes down to the way that I love the way that they like were one of the bands that just started like the whole like look thing. Like they had a very like specific color palette and everything, and now everybody is about that. But they had the look, they had the talent, they were great live in the studio, no matter what they were doing. And even on the albums that were weirder and different, like Get Behind Me, Satan, there's still so much great stuff packed into there. The songwriting is
John?
John. Oh, are you with us, man? You froze up there for a sec.
Yeah, he froze up hard. So,
Oh,
everyone,
no.
I think John brain has broken talking about the White
Yeah.
Stripes. So, Mark, why don't you go talk about the White Stripes while he figures his thing out?
Sure. There he's moving. He's moving.
He's moving. He's moving.
John, can you
There
hear
you
us
go.
now?
Okay, there.
John, can you hear us?
We
Oh,
can't
no.
hear you.
We cannot
can't
hear you,
hear-
John. Aw.
We can't hear you.
No.
No, we can't hear you at all, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, while you're going,
Okay.
Mark, why don't you go? Yeah.
Okay, so my issue, I like the White Stripes. I will say that came to the White Stripes late. I actually heard a lot of Jack White solo stuff before I heard White
Really?
Stripes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went back to them.
Interesting.
I like them. I'm not a huge fan per se. I think a lot of that retro blues revival stuff, I kind of came into it in a bit of an awkward place. So I
Yeah.
never grabbed it in the same way. I will say this: when I saw Jack White live, in the middle of his 2.5-hour set, he did a White Stripe set.
Huh.
Oh, no kidding. Like a
And
whole
this was the last-
set?
Yeah, a set.
Oh,
of White
wow.
Stripe stuff, and it was on the Lazarus, so it was legit really good.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
John, can you hear us?
yes.
Okay,
Can you hear me?
there we go.
And we can hear you too.
Perfect.
You want to know
Nice.
what happened? You want to know what
happened?
happened?
Yeah.
So get this. I'm a damn idiot over here. But I was putting my hand down for emphasis, and I hit the sleep button on my keyboard.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh man.
Could have been worse. Could have been much worse. You were still on the call, so that's fine.
That's
Crash, why do they get the thumbs up?
I mean, obviously, like I'm actually with you, Luke. I don't think Jack White he's certainly not untalented. He is a very talented guy. But man, his most interesting material, the stuff when he was at his peak, it's just the White Stripes, man. Red Blood Cells, Elephant,
Was
like
my jumping
White-
on. Yeah.
yeah, man, like they were a cool little kitschy art act. Like I remember like their album before that, it has a weird Swedish name because I forget how you
Dave
say it.
Still or whatever. It was.
Yeah, you know, that's a
Style.
surprisingly good. Yeah, that's a surprisingly good album too. Like, man, the White Stripes were just so quirky, and no one was doing what they were doing at the time. That was what helped make them stand out so damn much.
100%.
Like, they were one of the bands that helped pull us out of the grimy grunge and the boring post-alternative kind of stuff.
Definitely.
Like they were doing interesting stuff. I hate all the copycats that came after them. Like, my God, did we get too many of those? But the
Yeah.
White Stripes themselves were sincerely legit. I will very much give it up for them.
And I'll just say, Elephant was my jumping on point, and I'm very happy it was too. That way, had me go back to the one before and after. And Elephant still holds up to me today because I listened to that like a year ago all the way through.
yeah.
Still holds up in my opinion. I just feel that the White Stripes were that like shining glimmer of something different in a very oversaturated new metal, pop punk, and
Absolutely,
post-grunge market. And they were just they bloomed out of it somehow. And
Yeah, they broke out even in the mainstream.
Yeah,
it was
did.
surprising.
Oh yeah.
They were making MTV news and stuff like that around all the hip hop and pop stars. So you know what?
Yep.
Can't knock that. So hard thumbs up. That's awesome. Good suggestion for that one too. Thank you guys again. We are at 369 thumbs up, and I really appreciate all 406 of you watching right now. Please hit the like button if you can. That means you washed your hands today. So please hit that like button so we know you're all clean. And
Well, hang on. You said wash their hands today. We're supposed to have them wash during the stream.
That's right.
That's
They're
true.
every at least once an hour, guys.
Yeah,
You gotta
and it's been an
Wash
hour, so you know what? Wash your dirty
Yeah.
hands. Yeah.
Yeah, like 20 seconds too. Sing happy birthday to yourself and get it done right, people.
Yeah.
Put the lotion
We're having a
away,
wash
blow
break
up your
in 10
pants, and
minutes.
just keep moving
Exactly.
here.
I guess you know what? This will be we'll do 2 more, then we'll call a halftime because we are going to go a half hour extra. So, and stop. Awolnation.
That's a good one.
You guys have opinions.
I have an opinion.
That's enough.
I have an
Okay.
opinion.
Oh, I have opinions.
Okay. Fair enough. I think I know where this is going, but I'll give my opinion. So, Awolnation. 1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I'm
Yeah,
right here
that's
with
what I
you.
thought too.
Yeah,
that's what I thought too.
We're team
yeah.
AWOL and team anti-AWOL. That's totally
Yep.
fine.
Yeah.
Mark, you had the most, I think, hardest eye roll for Awolnation. So
Because I loved Sale so much.
Same.
It was so great.
Same.
I'll give it. I'll give it up.
I love the weird fan made video when it had like the girls with the hose.
yeah,
Mika Kitty.
Mika
That
Kitty.
was awesome. And honestly, it's better than the video they tried to put out.
Agree.
Yeah.
Hard agree.
Hard. Yeah.
Ever since then,
sure.
if I look at a band that has completely had a unique electronic rock sound and then blew it completely. Run was mediocre. Here
I
Come
liked
the
Run.
Runs.
I love
Here Come the
Run.
Runs.
Oh, I'm with you, Mark. Run was.
Like to
Run
me,
was.
I felt like this band had so much potential, had such an interesting blend of sounds, but the production was never on point. The writing was never good.
No.
And I really wanted to be in their corner. And for as much promise as Megalithic Symphony had, they just never lived up to it.
Okay. Fair enough. You made your opinion clear, so I get that too. And again, I see this as a band that's not for everyone. I'll give my thumbs up. Why?
Yeah.
Again, I jumped on just like everyone else did with Sale. Hit up Megalithic Symphony. Loved it.
It's a great album.
And it has so much more than the style of Sale that I think people don't really credit.
Yes.
There's so much there, like
Yeah.
Burn It Down and things like that. There's
Not Your Fault
Not
is
Your
great.
Fault. There's so much good stuff on there. I liked Run. It was different. It was much more mellow
Same.
and like even leveled than it was in the highs and lows of Megalithic Symphony, but I still liked it a lot. I borderline loved it too when it came out because I was blasting it.
Yeah.
And after that, like Here Come the Runs, even I admit I liked it fine, but it didn't really spark anything. There was no connection. The other reason why I give the thumbs up though, just to end with this, I've seen them live several times. Love them live.
So good. They're
good.
so good live.
They play all their old stuff and the new stuff. They have a new album coming out next month, I think. So I haven't heard a peep about it. But you know what? That's just out mine. So Crash, why do they get the thumbs down?
I don't have much to add except for what Mark said. They were just a band that just reeks of wasted potential, or maybe not even wasted potential, just lost potential. Like again, I'll give it up to that first record. That first record has a lot of bangers on it, but man, they just could not capitalize it. Everything else they've done outside of that first record, I'm sorry, it just bores me to tears. I actually tried to listen to Here Come the Runs for a review. I was going to cover that. I remember when that album came out. I was going to cover it. I didn't have enough to say about it. I figured, okay, I'll toss it aside for a Fimmy. And then I kept forgetting it even came out. I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to put that on that Fimmy. I'll put it on the next Fimmy. And then another Fimmy would roll around. Oh, I forgot about it again. Maybe one Fimmy? Nope, never remembered that it came out.
Well, now you have a
That's
new one to
just-
forget next month. So
yeah, see, I would love, because again, the potential is certainly there. He's not an untalented dude, but man, they just, outside of that first record, I've just never heard them really sink it in. I've never heard them they've never given me a reason to keep listening.
okay. And John, why do they get the thumbs up?
There's definitely cracks in the armor, of course, and I can see the bad spots where that unfortunate light shines in. But just looking at Run right now, there's so many tracks. I love the title track Run. I love Hollow Moon, Coops
Hollow Moon
Everywhere.
was
Windows was another one.
Woman,
Holy Roller.
yeah.
Yes, Woman is great.
And
I
I
actually
remember
like-
none of these songs.
And I liked a fair bit of Here Come the Runts too. 7 Sticks of Dynamite grew on me so much.
It did for me
hated that
too.
song at
Yeah.
first, and I love that song now. And I don't know. I don't like the new single the best that's getting
The new
played
one off
right
the new
now.
album next month.
But-
Yeah, I know.
Right.
But
But overall, I mean, there's just so many songs. There's I don't know. There's a versatility there that I kind of like where they've maneuvered to at certain spots, and I dig a lot of Run, just like Luke said.
Okay, fair enough. So we're split on this one. So Awolnation lives, but they do need to be smacked around a little bit. Mark and Crash, how does Awolnation get smacked around because you gave the thumbs down?
They have to write an album I can remember. Just like give me something I can work with.
They have to write an Imagine Dragons cover album.
Oh no! Oh dude. Okay, see, we just want to smack them, kill them. Like
Yeah.
We didn't have to go there.
Yeah.
There's common elements in the whole electronic rock style.
I can listen to Awolnation and not feel dirty.
Imagine Dragons is not
Touche.
so dirty.
Early Imagine Dragons, maybe. Okay, fair enough. We're beating around the bush now. Okay, we'll do one more before halftime. Thank you guys again. Keep hitting the like button if you haven't. Thank you to all 400 plus that have stayed here so far. This is a lot of fun for us. We've been over 400 for quite a while. Keep sharing the link.
That's great.
Tell your friends. This is awesome for us. Thank you guys for joining us, having a little bit of brevity
so
and just
much.
a good night for everyone. And stop. Okay. Sure.
Oh no. Oh.
It's I don't know how you guys feel about it. I think you guys know like Periphery because do you guys all have opinions? Okay.
I don't.
John,
Yeah.
okay, let's move on. I was afraid of that, so let's move on.
Sorry,
Periphery. No
okay.
problem.
Yeah.
That's why I was like kind of clear. It's like, do we all gonna deal with this? So okay.
Okay. I feel
No problem, no problem. So go back here and stop. Okay, that's an interesting one to say the least
Ooh.
of the time period.
Oh,
Okay.
Linkin Park versus System of a Down.
Oh,
Oh no.
don't do that to me.
Oh no.
Painful.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Ooh.
I got an answer.
I got
I'll
one
answer
too.
it, but
I
I'm
got
not gonna
one
be
too.
happy
I don't
about it.
want to, but I will. So
Yeah,
it's
like-
not a terrible suggestion. It's just painful for
No,
us. But
no,
No,
these are the
see,
ones
it's a
that make me
great
think.
suggestion, but my God, my heart.
I'm
I
still
hate you for making me think.
Oh man.
Okay.
I'll give an answer.
Okay, does everyone have an answer?
I got an answer.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Linkin Park. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So we're split.
Wow.
And then System of
Ooh.
Down. 1, 2,
I'm-
3.
Whoa.
Fair enough.
See, John, I figured you'd be Linkin Park right at the time, my man.
System of a Down are in my top 10 favorite bands.
Yeah.
And Linkin Park aren't?
No.
Yeah. Real? Well,
Okay.
go think.
Fair enough. I'll just start really quick. I mean, I was the kid with the Linkin Park poster in his bedroom growing up. So the early stuff is still untouchable to me, and I will be the first to admit I do not love everything Linkin Park has done. So,
Yep. Here it is.
John's, yeah, there you go, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Dude.
I love System of a Down too. Linkin Park stands out more in my mind. The singles are much more prominent for me, and I feel like they have more complete albums. Not many more, but still more. But also that's unfair because Linkin Park has more albums, period, than System of a Down. And I love System of a Down, but at the same time, it just didn't stick with me as much in the writing. There are hooks for days from Linkin Park, especially in the beginning. System of a Down, for me, there were many hooks, but they didn't stick with me like Linkin Park did. The lasting value of Linkin Park early. I mean,
Well,
yeah, that's
fair. That's fair.
Tap in.
yes. So John,
please.
yes, why does System of a Down get the thumbs up?
I'm sorry, but to the more complete albums point, I completely disagree.
I'm like,
I completely
I love
writing.
Toxicity.
I mean, I love
Toxicity
Linkin Park,
is
but their
great, but
writing
still.
often, especially in the early days, is very.
I'm not talking
Yeah,
about
right?
crawling. So I'm not talking
very
about crawling.
basic. And
Yeah.
Linkin and System of a Down actually had like stories and like political messaging and
Oh, they
everything
did.
like that.
Oh,
going on that
yes.
it took me years to uncover. When I was a kid, I loved BYOB, but I had no idea what it was about until, looking back all these years later. I think their albums generally always tell a very complete story, and they're for metal, it's just so eccentric, and it's hard to find anybody that brings something like System of a Down do. They have wild moments that are so unpredictable. They use sarcasm and these eccentric personalities and voices to bring out something that you just don't even expect, and then it slaps you over the head. So I got to give it to System.
Okay, fair enough. I'm thinking back to the days of like Sugar and stuff too. I think that's why my opinion goes that, like, for the self-titled album. I don't know. I've already said my piece. I'll skip mine. So, Mark, why does Linkin Park get the thumbs up?
I remember reading an article by Stephen Hayden where he highlighted that in conversations with Chester Bennington and Mike Shinoda, the two of them, they went to the studio and they specifically tried to write 100 different hooks for any song they made, because they wanted to make sure that if it wasn't a hook that would stick in your mind and knock your socks off, they didn't want it.
Yeah.
Now, I question how much that actually worked for them, given Living Things exist. And,
right. I mean, real talk.
I'm not saying everything's gold.
And here's the thing. I will be the first one who has some very harsh criticisms of Linkin Park's writing. But in terms of production, in terms of consistency, in terms of experimentation, because as much as you can say for System of a Down, they did not make 1,000 Suns.
See, I'm on the flip side of that argument, but at the same time, I get what you're saying. We'll move on. Yeah. I agree.
I think Linkin Park attached better hooks to more high concept pieces, and they pushed into deeper ideas than I think System of a Down really did. I don't think Linkin Park always stuck the landing, but they took more chances.
Okay.
Fair enough. I respect that a little more.
Okay. And Crash, why does System of a Down get the thumbs up?
Man, I'll put it like this. If I were doing a how to get into, like I do with my series, if I were doing a how to get into on Linkin Park, for example, I would probably be able to fill out those videos have 4 categories: must-hears, next steps, deeper digging, and proceed with caution. Or for Linkin Park, I'd be able to put, these albums belong here, these albums belong here. There are a few albums here, and like 2. Talk, but I would be able to fill that out across a pretty even video. That would probably make a good video. I'll have to keep that in mind. But if I were to try to do that for System of a Down, their catalog, I'd probably have to keep it here, because my God, Luke, what are you doing talking smack about the album, man? I'm sorry, I just got to call you out on that.
There's some stuff in that first album, that self-titled. I love the self-titled album. I'm just saying, there's some stuff in there that's like,
dude, that has spiders, man.
It does have spiders. I know. I have the album, guys. I have it.
I just feel like System of a Down. Again, I get why people have issues with System of a Down, but my God, they have the more consistent writing, the more consistent hooks, and my God, I mean, Mark, I know I'm not going to argue that Linkin Park wasn't bold. They certainly were willing to take risks, but man, System of a Down, their entire career was built on risk. Like like Linkin Park would take a risk every once in a while. System of a Down was a risky band at its core. But
they didn't sustain it.
It fizzled out after a while. Yeah.
Sometimes it's better to burn bright and not see yourself become the enemy.
Yes, but at the same time, I think Linkin Park was able to push that more effectively and stick the landing at more spots.
It just goes back to the hooks. For me, it's the hooks argument, though. I mean, Linkin Park's hooks were so much stronger at their core across a decade or so. With System of a Down, it's not as numerous, and I don't know. That's
I'll put it this way: System of a Down, like John, like you said, they burned very hot and very bright for a much shorter period, but Linkin Park, they burned much more gradual. They had a much more sort of lean and consistent sort of. their material, but I'm not going to sit here and I would argue that both of them are very, very talented.
Yes.
Right. I completely agree. You guys know I love Linkin Park, and I even said it when I put 1,000 Suns in my albums of the decade. I said that LP had been inching towards that cliff for so long. System were making nosedives wherever they could, and out all the time. Exactly. They were just going for it rather than finally taking a lead.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you, John. I'm with you on this. Yes.
Who made that suggestion? Look what you did to all of us. Way to go. Way to go.
That's the fierce debate we've had in a long time.
Yeah, right?
That was
hard
fun,
debate.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was a great. Whoever.
Yeah.
That's a golf clap.
Yeah.
So we're going to have halftime right now. So if you guys need to get up, that's fine. Thank you all for joining us. The Super Chats will be next after a couple of minutes. Again, I'll keep posting this. Super Chats will be read as many as we can, and we're going long. They will be read at random. Everyone has a fair chance. We're going to get through as many as we possibly can to make it fair. Keep them coming in. Even if you get them in now or the next 30 minutes, you have just as good of a chance as someone that put it in like at noon today. So don't feel like you don't have a chance if you put one in. Also, are you still upset about the whole argument between Linkin Park?
Yes.
Mark.
Yes,
it's halftime. We're in the locker room. No,
it's okay, man. We're all friends here. It's okay.
I have more to say.
Oh no, I do too. Like the more I think about it, but at the same time,
we should just do a whole video on this exact topic.
I feel like we could. There is definitely enough material.
I definitely have a very different perspective.
No, Mark and I can make a good PowerPoint presentation about why we think of this. So yeah.
Oh, me and John could do the same.
We're ready to go, and we both just made hour-plus videos, so we're ready to roll, bitches. Let's go.
My long video game is rusty. That's true. So, okay. Thank you guys again. I know this is a very awkward time for everyone. Thank you for letting us do this, have a little fun, forget about everything. 384 likes so far. That is awesome.
Oh, nice. People. We are so close to 400.
And there's 419 people watching right now, so I think some people have watched it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, people. I know you got it in you.
So while it's halftime, while we're taking a break, I'm going to get something to drink. What can we offer to the audience if we get to 400 likes?
I still have my unboxing. I could do.
Yes,
you know what?
The unboxing.
So everyone's aware of the chat. We have Crash Thompson giving an unboxing of something he just purchased.
Oh. Actually, I purchased something through Luke. Actually, you had a lovely little ad on your last How to Get Into video for Manscaped.
Yes. And
go ahead. I actually used your code and got the 20% discount.
Rock20 got you 20% and free shipping off your entire order?
It sure did. It was a great deal, too. I highly recommend putting in Rocked20 at checkout for this. Yes, absolutely.
And also as a heads up, for any order. It does not have to be the full package. It can be any
Yes, I actually used code ROCKED20 as well and got is it the crop, what is it called, Luke?
There's Crop Preserver, which is also...
the Crop Preserver. Mm-hmm. I got the Crop Preserver.
It's a game changer for these warm summer months coming up, especially when we're going to be inside all day and musty and sweaty and quarantined and isolation. You're going to be thankful you have some Crop Preserver to take care of yourself. Does anyone here want stank? No, you don't. Also, if you've ever questioned if you have stank, the answer is yes, because it's a hard yes or no. And if you ever think, do I have stank? Yeah, you do. Because you know or you know if you do or you don't. There's no in between. So, if we are at 399. If you want that Manscaped unboxing.
One more like, people. One more like, I'll do it for you.
Guys.
I will do it for you here, right now.
I'm going to get something to drink. I'll let you guys do that before we start halftime. Unless we get to 400. Yes. My headphones are off, though, so I trust your entertainment judgment. I'm getting water.
I have to grab a drink, too.
Be right back for halftime.
All right. Okay. So now since they're gone, we have to talk shit about it. We just have to.
We have 400 likes.
We have 400 likes. Oh, thank you very much, people. I guess we can go ahead. I guess we'll wait for John and Luke to get back here, but but no, again, people, I just want to say thank you very much again for tuning in, for liking and engaging with the video. Again, feel free to share that link out. Let people know that we're doing this. Like I say, we're going longer than we usually do. We'll be going till about, I think, like 10:30, 10:45, something like that.
We at least have another full hour, guys.
We at least have another full hour in. About to say, people, we would love it. Especially, like, I'm sure some of y'all locked up in quarantine. Some of y'all are looking for something to watch or do. Like I say, this
you
is...
get sick of Netflix series after a while.
Exactly.
You really do.
This is going to be your break from that because, we have a lot of stuff coming, and the super chats always get weird. They always do. So
they always get weird.
We are at 406 likes.
Oh, nice. Yeah, like I said, we hit 400 while you were away from the desk.
Perfect.
So when John gets back,
okay,
I'll go ahead and...
If the box is already open, just like kind of open it up just to prep it before you open it up.
Okay, yeah.
So that we're ready for it, And there you go. Yeah, it's a nice packaging too, so you just leave it like that.
Nice, satisfying, like echoing.
Yeah, no, that's always...
That was a nice ASMR. Wouldn't an ASMR video be a great idea, guys?
Can we
It
not
really
do
would.
ASMR?
Yeah.
I don't have a good enough mic to do ASMR. So.
Oh, dude, I've seen plenty of people who have no business doing ASMR, doing it, and doing successful too.
So
those videos get a lot of views.
They get a lot.
Man, we are in the wrong game.
I know.
I know.
So, before we start, and John is ready for the super chats as the only way he knows how, because
I got to take it on somehow.
there's. I said while you were gone, the super chats always get weird, and that's just how it is. So, Crash, if you have the box open, let's go see what's in the actual
box.
The Lawnmower 3.0 package.
This is the Lawnmower 3.0 package here. Like I say, I got free shipping on this and 20% off. Using the code ROCKED20 at checkout. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Got Manscaped, you should be paying all of us for this, man.
I think so, too.
You should.
But let's see what we got in the package here.
Right the box opening right there, and it's right on screen.
Can you read that out loud?
Oh, your balls! I don't know if you can see that, but your balls...
No, I cannot see your balls, Crash.
Was that the best unboxing message?
Yes.
I shouldn't have had the space.
No, you had it. Okay, so inside, it's perfect.
Inside, lovely little piece of paper here telling you what you get.
Yes.
We have, first off, what do we got here? Our little manscaping, I'm assuming.
That's like a little carrying case with all the stuff you can put inside. Attachments.
Little carrying case. Oh, shit. All over the place. Oh, God. Oh, it's like a million. Okay, this is like the charging station and the power adapter.
It's an actual USB charging station, so you don't have to keep plugging it up. It's a rechargeable battery.
Check that out. That is the Razor itself.
Ooh, that is nice.
Also, what's very nice about the 3.0, it has a little light on it, so that way when you push the button, it actually lights up. So like you can see.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Okay.
Oh, it is waterproof.
Okay, we don't have to do more product placement, but I just wanted to point out. I just wanted to point out he gets the crop preserver. If you want to get the full package like he has, it's actually 20% off. Exactly, 20% off the sale price and free shipping. So you can save a lot of money if you do it. Also,
ball toner. What the hell does that even do? Ball toner.
That's for the skins. Crash, if you're out on the go and just got out of the gym but don't have time for a shower, you don't want to have the stank with you, that's what you need.
And if you don't have time to put your clothes back on, too, I mean, what are you going to do?
You have to go. You have to go for the Rock Coliseum. Guys, I'm running.
I mean, everybody knows it's important to have your balls well-toned.
It is.
That's just important.
Sure. Let me pull up the super chats. Oh, sweet mercy. We have a lot of them. We just went from Manscaped's free ad to this. Oh, man.
Actually, one more thing I do want to... This is the only time I will show you people my underwear.
Yes, you get a free pair of underwear, too.
You get a free pair of underwear with this. This is the only time I'll show... Without a generous cash donation.
And what better way to advertise that you're taken care of down there with at least on the brim and waistband of your boxers when you bend over? That way everyone knows. Yeah. So, the super chats run at random. Thank you guys again. Keep them coming in. You have just as much of a chance as anyone that had it in the beginning. And we have them right here. We had a lot earlier before the show even started.
Yes.
We still have them coming in. Thank you guys very much.
No kidding.
Very
much
much
appreciated. And a quick message real quick, guys. Please don't spam something over and over and over again, like every 2 seconds. Like in the second half, we are doing super chats right now. And, you know.
So, like, next time I might put like a limit, like you can only do it every 10 seconds or so, but I'll worry about that next time. So, for the super chats, let's go and stop. Here we go. From Two Wind Words, The Pretty Reckless. Does anyone have an opinion?
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
I don't have much of one. I'll just put that
Okay,
out there.
Fair enough. We can do this quick, because we're going to try to go through as many super chats as we can, so we are going to be doing this at a quicker speed, much quicker than the debate between Linkin Park and System of a Down. So,
Yes.
The Pretty Reckless. 1, 2, 3.
I guess. I'll just throw mine out like real.
Okay, Crash. Go
I
ahead.
haven't heard enough of their stuff to really give you a diehard opinion, but what I've heard I generally like. It doesn't reinvent my world or anything, but they seem pretty fine. They seem okay.
Okay. Mark, go ahead. Why would you get the thumbs down?
I was spammed about them for a solid 2 to 3 months when I was just starting on YouTube, and I went to check them out. I was curious, like, maybe this band was really cool. I was going to do a review about them. The music was so milquetoast, so underwhelming, and I'm basically like, this is what you've been spamming me about? I debut, it was better, and they actually got worse. And that, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I have not gone back since.
Okay, fair enough.
You know, that's the worst when the fan base band for you.
That's
you know,
kind of Gavin Dance for me.
That's
see, yeah, I get that.
That's
I get
Breaking
that.
Benjamin for me.
That's really
There you go. Yeah.
So, John, why does Pretty Reckless get the thumbs up?
You know, I really like Taylor's voice. Obviously, you know, I think a lot of us know her from her Grinch days.
Yes.
You know, way back in the day, back in the acting days.
Cindy Lou.
Oh
Correct.
man,
I've been a fan since then.
I've been following her career ever since the Grinch movie. Oh.
I've been a stan since 2000. No,
Was she on Gossip Girl or something like that?
Yes,
yeah, she was on
Yeah.
Gossip Girl. So was
Mhm.
Joe
Yep.
from You.
Oh.
But that's a different story. I like her voice. I mean, the first 2 albums were solid enough from what I remember. What was the one that had like Down Below on
Going
it?
to
The one
Hell.
Going to Hell.
Yeah.
Going to Hell. Yeah, I like some songs on there. I never thought that they were great at making albums, but there's enough songs that jump off the page to me to merit a light thumbs up.
Fair enough. I give a thumbs up pretty well too, because I will say this: their debut album did not do much for me. I would disagree slightly with Mark, because I think their albums had more involved with them as they went on. I would also kind of agree with John, though. They don't have complete albums, but I still definitely stand with thumbs up. She has ability. She is a guitar player. She does a good job with it. I like her voice. When she writes, when she focuses more on actual songwriting instead of just the shock of Down Below, Going to Hell, stuff like that, she actually has some range and can actually do something when she wants to. I think it's more of that attitude thing. But again, I still think they have the ability, and I still enjoy what I hear. So I'm a thumbs up.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Fair enough. That was a good one. That was totally fine. Good one. Okay.
Not too shabby.
Yep. And we're going to go here and... Sorry, I had to look at something over here. And stop. Okay. Sorry, someone keeps pinging me. Okay. From I Love Metal, Bad Religion versus Green Day.
Ooh. I
So
have
they
an
knew
answer.
that they were ready to divide us here, right?
Yeah, I have an answer. This devious motherfucker knew exactly what he was doing.
That's from I Love Metal.
I have an answer.
Does everyone have an answer?
Oh, you know I have an
It's
answer.
tough, but I do.
I don't think Crash has an answer.
Crash
I think
has
Crash
an
might
answer.
need to think about it a little bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, so, okay, so... we'll go for Bad Religion, because that was the first one listed. Bad Religion. 1, 2, 3.
So much. Nobody else. Nobody else.
Sorry, man. I'm close.
Sorry.
I know.
okay.
I love Bad
I
Religion, but Green Day. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, fine.
Okay, Crash.
Okay.
Why don't you go first? Because you're a sad Crash right now.
I will give it up to Green Day. They certainly deserve all the hype they get. And I even understand all the guys. Like, of course they're gonna vote Green Day. I get that. They certainly are the more popular pick. I get it. But man, with Bad Religion, with me, it's personal. It's just strictly personal, man. I have such. Like I say, Bad Religion, they were one of those bands, they were there for me in a particularly dark time in my life. And, on top of all that, God, their discography, they have twice as many albums as Green Day has.
And that's impressive.
Yeah, and they're and most of them are just as solid as Green Day's best stuff. I know I'm kind of the only motherfucker who might be saying that, but man, Bad Religion has just such a solid discography, and they are checking. That How to Get Into Bad Religion will happen someday.
Okay.
Yes, that should happen.
That'd be
I need that.
That will happen someday. I promise, people. I promise. I've been getting people asking me for it. Believe me, when we finish Pearl Jam, somewhere down the line.
Mark, why does Green Day get thumbs up?
I was real close with this one because honestly, Crash, I'm with you on Bad Religion. I'll even go further and say Bad Religion has more consistent albums than Green Day does by a mile.
Yes, I'll agree.
But I do think Green Day's highs are a little higher.
That's fair.
And I will say I've had more formative experiences with Green Day as a whole. Like, I'm the guy who still stands up for 21st Century Breakdown hardcore.
Yeah.
So, and when I place myself in that category, I kind of have to go with Green Day.
I understand completely, dude. Thank you for at least being close to me.
I am so close.
I get you. No,
if it was propaganda, I would be with you.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Propaganda.
I'll go pretty quick too. Just kind of echoing on what Mark said, but it just hits home for me. Dookie's one of my all-time favorite albums. The highest points for Green Day over the decades shine and ascend above their own genre and respective realm. They cover all music. Bad Religion never had that limit. And I really love Bad Religion, and I can even say Bad Religion never ascended and transcended past genres like Green Day did. That's just where I'm going to leave it at that. And John, I left you last because I know Green Day is your number one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't obviously nothing against Bad Religion. I'm just not that well versed in them.
Right,
so it's hard for me to give a thumbs up over my favorite band, Like it's not really a fair thing. That's why I said I need that How to Get Into Bad Religion because I don't know everything.
Dude, you will be the first person I tag when I
There you go.
Or the year is out. I will get How to Get Into Bad Religion.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
My best.
You heard it. You heard it first, right here.
I do want to hear that. That'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be a good one.
Yes.
Okay, so
it was a formative years thing for me, just like Crash for you with Bad Religion. There for me in a dark time thing in my teenage years, Green Day, that was me, and that was Bad Religion to you. So
I completely understand. Completely understand all of it. Even though you're all wrong, you're all completely incorrect.
Okay, who has a train going off in the background?
I'm sorry, that's me.
Turn your train off, Crash.
Yeah, Crash.
Sorry, that's my train. I love trains.
I thought
train set out on the balcony.
I thought he was going to open the door and start yelling at the train.
That would have been funny.
What the
Yelling
heck?
at the band train.
Crash is. Oh well, we'll yell at that train too.
You know what? If we get to 500 likes, I'll yell at the train.
That's not a bad deal, guys. Come on.
600
Come on, people, bump it up. Bump it up.
The lead singer of Train.
Oh, I've already done that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not a
Who
reward.
doesn't have a Pat Monahan tattoo on their left ass cheek? Am I right?
Oh gosh, what is this chat evolved into? The tattoo artist. You could like throw the tattoo artist $1,000, and you go, "Oh no."
John, I felt that cringe in my soul.
Right. Like,
we'll move on. Sorry, that took a little bit longer because we were just flabbergasted.
Right in my untrimmed chest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, okay.
I'll just leave. It's okay.
Okay, from GamerVic94, this is an album versus album. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic versus Californication.
Ooh,
okay.
Sure. Okay, man. Okay.
Solid choice. That is a good album versus album, I must say.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
Really.
Everyone have an answer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In order. Blood Sugar Sex Magic. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
No contest.
Crash, did you already make a decision? Californication. 1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry, Mark. I'm sorry, but like, nobody else said Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Really?
For me, it's by a millimeter.
Okay, yeah, no, same. It's so close.
Yes.
It's so close.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crash, you have probably the biggest love for Red Hot Chili Peppers.
people. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Check that out. Yeah, no, that's legit. Okay. See, the thing is, like, again, this is one of those things where it's just not even fair to compare them. Those two albums are such drastic shifts in their career.
They are. Yes.
They're doing two separate, very, very different things, and they're both doing them so very damn well.
Yes.
But I feel like for me, the edge there is just like personal care. Like, as much as I love Blood Sugar Sex Magic, it was one of those records. I bought it when I was too young to understand it. I bought that album when I was 7 years old.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah,
that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was really too young to really understand what was going on. And that was an album I appreciated much more in retrospect. But Californication came out when I was in high school. I came back around to it, and I just spun that album every single day for probably like a year straight. My God, Californication. So it's also, God, it's also such a, it's such a, I'm tempted to do a how to get, stop me.
You have a lot of work ahead of you, Crash.
Yeah, you do. A lot of long-ass videos piling up here.
Shit, man.
Mark, why don't you go ahead for why Blood Sugar Sex Magic?
See, here's the thing. I actually got into Red Hot Chili Peppers in a weird way. I got into them through my younger sister, who actually picked up Stadium Arcadium in the mid-2000s.
Okay.
Interesting.
And I basically may have borrowed that from her at some points. And then I'm like, this is interesting. I want to go back and hear more. I started at the beginning. And I got to Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Okay. Yeah, I feel you.
And honestly, that was a sound that I like a lot more out of. It's rougher, it's nastier, it's got more flair to it. It's the era of rap metal rap metal that came out of that era. I put in like Faith No More. It's in the same.
Yeah,
category.
I was thinking Faith No More too.
Yeah, it's rap rock that's not new metal.
Yes.
Yeah. Funk and groove.
Extra point.
Yeah. Like Californication has its, I'm gonna call flat moments. Like it kind of gets like it ebbs and flows a little bit. The high points are really good, but it also ebbs a little bit.
In places. I feel that.
Okay.
Yeah.
John, why does Californication get the thumbs up?
As much as I love the Chili Peppers, there's like such a line in their discography, I feel like, between like the older, rougher stuff and then when they started to balance things out. And I'm like, Mark, my first album was Stadium Arcadium. And I think that 3-album run, starting with Californication, is like untouchable. That, by the way, is so
By the
good.
way.
That album is amazing, but it started with Prashante coming back to the band after leaving for the first time.
Yes,
and his guitar work there on Californication is so good. It's so good. It's like different, but it showed how versatile of a player we were working with, and that's why I feel like that album is just untouchable for me, because with the whole rap rock thing, like they do it very well, but I also have my spotty moments on BSSM. So.
The rap rock thing was only going to carry.
Yeah, it could only, and they knew how to evolve. They evolved.
Californication proved that they were capable of moving.
Definitely. And it's just for me, because Californication was my jumping on point. My sister had Blood Sugar Sex Magic, but I never got into it till much later, till after she went to college. I feel like Californication for me, that was such a strong beginning to end experience, and I say that understanding that I love Blood Sugar Sex Magic too. I love the bass line, the actual groove in through it all. It's so strong, but I still say that I still like Californication more for all the high moments, for all the variety in different songs.
Variety.
Too.
Okay,
and that's what it has. So,
Luke, you put it perfectly. I would say that Blood Sugar Sex Magic has the stronger individual moments. It certainly has the stronger like singles and the stronger deep cuts. It's stronger in pieces, but the better whole, I feel like that's Californication.
Okay.
Personally, just
fair enough. Okay.
There's a fair argument to make for both of those albums.
There is.
And that's a good suggestion too. I did like that one.
Yeah.
So
that was very
great
good,
suggestion. Great suggestion. A golf club.
Yes.
Another golf club.
Another
golf club.
Good super chat so far. We're not getting the trash.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, people. Yes. That is much appreciated.
Okay. From Brandon Barenfeld, Panic at the Disco versus Mariana's Trench.
We already did that.
I think we already did that, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we did do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mariana
but-
Stretch won.
How about just a quick thumbs
Wait,
up?
I'm
thumbs
sorry.
down?
Did they? What? Okay, quick thumbs up, thumbs down. Panic at the Disco. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, Mark.
Yeah. And Mariana
Sorry,
Stretch. 1, 2, 3.
I'm somewhat of a new convert to Mariana's
Okay, fair
Trench, but
enough.
having heard them,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I think we have done that one before, like at least on the list
Yeah.
or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Early Panic at the Disco trumps everything else in me.
Yeah.
So that's just me.
I
Just
agree.
me. And I
No,
love.
I agree.
I really.
First two
Yeah. So.
First two albums.
Man, have y'all heard the?
Yes, I have. Because
I
of
have.
you. Because of you, Crash. I've heard them. So.
Okay, yeah. I'm happy to oblige. Happy to oblige.
Okay, moving on. From William Thomas Burke, Ailstorm versus Gloryhammer. These are the same singer bands. See,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Are you guys even familiar?
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll do this very quick. Ailstorm.
Okay, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's literally Pirates versus Space Cowboys. That's the two different bands. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anything
it's-
anyone have anything they want to say?
I've seen Ailstorm live. They're
I
a
have
ton
too.
of fun.
They are. I shot them live. They're great.
Yeah. Ailstorm's just way too much goddamn.
Yeah.
Not that Gloryhammer isn't, but Ailstorm is just a blast.
I think Ailstorm's a little tighter overall in terms of compositions. I think they've got
I-
slightly better songs.
I feel that.
I get that.
definitely
Okay.
feel that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
From Goku-san DBZ, Depeche Mode.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got an opinion on that. We'll make this easy.
So do I.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bam.
Yeah.
Easy.
Unanimous. Yeah.
Wham,
Easy,
bam.
Thank
hard
you,
one.
man.
Good one for
I figured.
Goku-san, yeah. Anything
Yeah.
think they want any Does anyone have anything they would like to say? I didn't.
I'll let somebody who knows them better speak for them, but I love what I know.
Yeah.
Same here. I love what I know.
I admit
But I'm an expert. by
I
any
admit they
means.
trailed off near the second half of their run, but at the same time,
True.
their highest
At
of
the
high points in the 80s, they were doing stuff that no one was trying to do at the time, like The Cure. I kind of compare them to The Cure a little, even though they are very different. They're a band that was doing something very different at a time that a lot of bands weren't trying, and they were making it work.
The stuff that's good cannot be denied.
Okay, I'm going to move past the heresy here.
Okay. See,
Depeche Mode was in a unique lane. I don't put them in the same category as The Cure.
No, I'm not putting it in the same
Yeah.
category. I'm just like the comparison of like they were bands trying to do something very different at a time where that wasn't going on.
I see how they get bucketed in a similar goth scene, especially when Depeche Mode went the pivot with Celebration.
Yeah.
I do think that The Cure was always a little bit more rock and a little more post-punk-ish.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Whereas Depeche Mode was a lot more electronic, especially when you go for music of the masses and go into their 2000s run. I'm still the guy who sticks up for Delta Machine because I think that album is legit underrated. So
I didn't hate it, but I was just
I think that album is about as good as anything they put out since Riser, and like
I don't know.
Again, I've done the deep dive with Depeche Mode too many times, and I've had this conversation in too many goth bars, so I will repeat myself.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah. See, I was being polite. I didn't want to absolutely rail you here, but Luke, that Cure comparison, dude. You probably pissed off a lot of goths, man. I'm sorry.
I don't care. It's because I love The Cure. It's because of what they were doing at the time. They're two totally different bands, but at the same time, yeah. Go ahead, John.
Hey, Violator turned 30 today.
I know, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Although I don't think Violator is Depeche Mode's best album. I still probably say Music for the Masses or Black Celebration. I honestly think Construction Time Again kind of gets underrated, but I'm weird in that role because that was their synth poppy side before they pivoted and went darker.
Okay.
Might be a good time for me to listen to some more Depeche Mode.
It's worth it, yeah. I would suggest jumping the older stuff first, but that's just me.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. That's mainly what I know is the older stuff.
See, Mark, I know this isn't the kind of video you usually make, but I could certainly Depeche Mode. That's
They wouldn't be the first band I would do. I would probably do Bad Seeds first because I think I get so many questions about that. So
okay, yeah, I feel you.
Okay. So, from Hail Strike, red jumpsuit apparatus.
Oh. Do we have enough opinion?
Let me finish this first.
Thank you, John.
Hey, you know what? I'm about to finish mine too.
I do like that the one that caused you all to start drinking was red jumpsuit apparatus.
Of all the bands.
There.
Tuxedo t-shirt.
Hey, you know they drive me crazy.
How they do. Okay. If we have enough of an opinion, we'll keep this one fast. 1, 2, 3. Big, overhyped bag of nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, they just really. I mean, you would have thought they were the hottest shit out
Yes.
there when
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
Fake
Oh,
It came
God.
out.
Yeah.
I swear, like, they could have just tattooed the Warped Tour logo right on their foreheads for what they were going for, and it was nothing. They literally had just the music itself was just the most bare bones sing-along.
There's a regretting the past for you. Don't you fake it, red jumpsuit.
Did it sell enough? I don't even know if it sold
Yes,
enough.
it's over 1 million, I believe.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. It was
big.
Huh. Well. Huh.
We're about to
gonna
find
lie.
out.
You know, I will
Yes,
say
it's certified platinum in the United States.
You guys
Really?
you guys are already making me do Trapt, so you're gonna have to be patient.
Both back to back in the next 2 weeks.
Oh,
Please.
I'm not doing anything else with my life. Oh my gosh, you guys would have to come check on me at that point.
I'll say the only nice thing anyone will probably say here. Face Down is all right.
I like Face Down.
It's okay.
I know
I like
that
Face
one.
Down.
I don't.
It's not great.
I think
it's
it's-
not great.
I think
but
it's along the same lines of everything else they've done. It's just hollow
okay.
and nothing. Okay, whatever. How you know what? How does red jumpsuit apparatus die in the Coliseum?
They jump out of an airplane and the parachute never goes off.
Actually, there was this story about red jumpsuit apparatus around where they stole somebody's artwork or they stole somebody's photography
I
and
heard
didn't
about that.
credit them for it.
Yes,
I hate
it was
Yeah.
photography.
Yeah.
It was photography.
That happened like I want to say like 5 to 8. It's been a while.
That was.
But that
2011,
photographer that they
2012.
okay, thank you. Yes, but that photographer that they stole the artwork from gets all their royalties.
Good.
Forever.
That just hit a nerve with me because I am a concert photographer.
Right? Yeah. No, see, that's not. Say Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. They've had maybe 1 or 2 good songs, but they are not a band worth sticking up.
No,
I'm sorry.
I
They're
tried
really
to defend that band because there was a girl I had a crush on in like 2007 that was a really big fan of them.
Not worth it, man. Not worth it.
It wasn't
That sounds
worth
like the
it.
most
No,
2007
man.
thing I've
that
ever
really
heard.
does.
That is the most 2007 thing.
Man.
It really
The thing is that she also was a huge fan. Let's
What?
go instead.
Your audio
Sorry, Mark, you
out
cut
there.
out there.
What did you say?
What was the other band?
The Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh.
I like the Goo Goo Dolls. So
So do I.
That's better. That's better, but still not worth it. Still not worth it.
No, it's not. Sorry, people are hitting me up right now. We have a lot of new viewers, like the people that are checking stuff out. So I want to say thank you again for everyone tuning in on the live stream. Thank you for hitting that like button. Every time you hit the like button, we know you washed your hands again. That's the thing for tonight. Wash your hands, hit the like button.
Yeah.
You're all dirty.
Remember, if we hit 500, I get to trains.
You completely cut out.
So it sounds like we just had to censor you.
Oh my god!
Now, for me, to get 500 likes, I get the beep.
I bet you guys wish you had a censor button.
For 500 likes, I'm gonna beep.
Oh, it figures this would be the day I get my square in my.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
And you're
that's
right.
some-
It's censored again.
Okay, I tell you what, we're at 415 likes right now. If we get to 450, I'll do an impression.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay.
So we're still a ways away, but I'll give you that. I'll do an impression if you get to 450 likes. So
There you go.
Come on, people! I believe in you. I believe in you.
give Crash,
let's go.
give a Crash a break. Let me pull up the
Give me a break. Let these guys entertain you. Come on.
From Kirk. Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Oh no.
From Kirk Coble, sorry if I'm mispronouncing, Wes Scantlin versus Trapt singer Chris Brown.
You're grounded. You're grounded.
We're all
sir.
grounded right now. We're in isolation.
We're all grounded, but you're like extra grounded.
John, put the bottle down. You have way more super chats to get through.
I'm fine.
Was that a Wes Scantlin?
got really
Was
dark.
that a Wes
I'm gonna go
Scantlin
play a
impression?
show now, okay? I'm gonna go play a fucking show, and you're gonna listen to Blurry 3 times. I'm gonna play it 3 times, okay? I'm gonna be on the ground in the background behind the drum set, but I'm gonna play it. God damn it!
Wes, people have left 45 minutes ago. You're just sitting here by yourself with the sound guy.
Nobody told me where to go.
God, if you people are gonna do this to me, I'm going on my 3rd.
Oh man.
Cheers, buddy.
So,
Cheers. Let me pop my top real quick.
Wes Scantlin, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, compared to the Trapt guy,
Especially with what's going on right now.
right? Holy shit!
Okay, Wes Scantlin.
Scantlin's trying to turn his
Yes,
life around.
I agree. And
Yes, he's trying.
He's
Yeah,
tried.
no. He's
Music
trying.
didn't get turned around,
No.
but
I mean,
trying.
I stand by. Welcome to Galvania was one of the worst albums of last year by a long shot. But still, Wes Scantlin has been made an honest attempt to clean himself up and better for well over a year now.
Yeah.
Yes. Can we give credit where it's due?
yes.
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 Yes. I
Yep.
can.
Just work on the music next.
Trap's
right.
Has Trap's lead singer made one song that anyone has even heard of in the past decade?
Nope. Absolutely not.
No.
I don't
God,
even. What did he even do at Mudfest? What did they even play? Just Headstrong for 5 songs in a row and then leave?
An extended jam session version.
20.
They set their
Oh.
Twitter feed to lame new metal.
Okay, I tell you what, we're at 432 likes. I'll do a Chris Brown from Trapt impression if you get to 450.
Okay, come on, people. I believe this will be great. This will be great.
We already killed off Trapt in the Coliseum. We'll just move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Man, that one sucked.
Okay.
Yeah, people, this is not where we belong.
Crash.
Probably.
From Outright Misfit, Gwar versus Mushroom Head.
Oh, that's an easy one. Oh, that's not even fair.
Yeah.
That's not even slightly fair, man. Okay.
We'll do it very quickly. Gwar, 1, 2, 3.
Come on, man. Come on.
I don't have anything against Mushroom Head, but that's an unfair comparison.
I've got something against Mushroom Head. They are known for... okay, here's the thing. They are a band from Ohio that is known for selling merchandise with the Confederate flag
I did not know
plastered
that.
all over that. Yeah. No, they actually got in a fair amount of controversy like 3 or 4 years ago because they were selling masks and T-shirts that were like all Confederate flagged out. Which, okay, if you were Pantera, I get it, but you're from Ohio. You were the Union, motherfucker. Come on. Ugh.
Interesting. Also,
Yeah, no.
Also interesting, I haven't seen anyone wear Mushroom Head merch. Maybe that's why I
Right?
haven't seen it.
Would you want to get caught in public wearing mushroom?
It's like the Trapt thing again.
Oh, that's not that bad. Come on now. Come on. That's too far.
I heart Mushroom Head, really.
I'd wear... That has a totally different connotation if you...
I heart shrooms.
Right?
I heart shrooms, yeah. Still would say that over I heart Trapt in 2020.
Yeah.
I heart
Right.
new metal.
Oh, I heart new metal. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna buy all of us shirts that say that for the next Rock Coliseum.
I'm gonna film myself just trying to throw pickup lines at Gretchen wearing an I Heart New Metal t-shirt and see what her react. Just her slapping me in the face over and over again after each pickup line. Oh.
You know, I'm more concerned about the people who will bite for that. Like, you've got some interesting... it's a good thing you've got a girlfriend, because you would have some interesting dates in your...
Gretchen is a very patient woman, and she really tolerates a lot. A whole lot.
Is she watching right now by chance?
She said she was. I hope she still is. Hi, Gretchen.
Well, we love you, Gretch.
We're on our best behavior.
Yes, absolutely.
So, from Ventilar Allen, again, sorry for mispronunciation. I think this one's aimed at me, but whatever. Good Charlotte versus Simple Plan.
Oh,
Yeah, that's definitely aimed at you.
Yeah, you're feeling targeted here, buddy?
Ooh.
Awesome. Thanks, pal. Let's just go.
I know, to be fair, this is going to be a tough one.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I have an
Yeah.
answer. I have an hard answer.
I have an answer, too. I have an
Let's
answer.
go.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Good Charlotte. 1, 2, 3.
You know, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought this was what it was going to be.
you know,
yeah.
Mark's got to stand up for the Canadians.
fine.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
figured the one Canadian would say
I get it, man.
Mark, why don't
Okay,
you go first for the defense of Simple Plan?
Because, honest to God, like, maybe it's / Stockholm Syndrome in Canada.
Oh my
and
gosh.
for as bad as the first 2 Simple Plan albums are, the third one's good.
Which
Like,
one was that?
Okay.
Like the self-titled Simple Plan album is good.
It's their best album.
I have heard people say that, yeah.
And
Okay.
I think it's aged better than a lot of Good Charlotte stuff. In terms of the Good Charlotte stuff that I've heard, I never liked it all that much. For as poppy as Simple Plan got, that one album, I still think the hooks hold up. That's just for me.
Okay, fair enough.
That's fair.
Okay,
Yeah.
before we go to the Why Good Charlotte, Joey Numbers from Wrestling Soup, a big wrestling podcast, was watching. He just said he saw Mushroom Head open for Slayer, and they legit got booed off the stage.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's what I've heard. That's another thing. I've heard Mushroom Head is a terrible live band.
I've
too.
seen
I
them
hear
live,
They cannot
and
play live.
It's just
Yeah?
just what it is.
When you can't even win an audience full of people on shrooms over to your band called Mushroom Head, you gotta
Yeah, guys, just throw in the towel.
Yeah.
Throw it in. I swear to God.
So
Oh.
sorry to derail. So going back to
No. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Joey Numbers. Okay, so from Good Charlotte to Crash, why don't you go first?
I got to admit, Good Charlotte has at least surprised me in places. The River has a few surprising moments on it. Their last record, Generation RX, was actually surprisingly solid.
Yeah.
Not like an album of the year or anything, but better than it had any right to be. They've actually been doing fairly okay in their resurgence here. They've been doing better than I would have expected them to be. But Simple Plan, in my opinion, has just never... I've heard that third album is pretty decent, but I've never actually spun it, so that may just be ignorance working against me here, but like the good stuff I've heard out of Good Charlotte is way better than any of the good stuff I've heard out of some.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm with Crash on that.
John, go ahead.
Yeah. I think the I guess highs, if we want to call them that. Honestly, if I'm being honest, like I think Good Charlotte are like a 5 out of 10 type of band. You know, they're not great.
Yes.
They're not gonna
Yes.
wow you.
That's fair. That's
and
fair.
out of those pop punk bands, like I'm even including like Newfound Glory, Blink-182, Sum 41, all those bands that were like big around the turn of like the early 2000s and everything. Good Charlotte are easily the most forgettable out of that bunch. And they're the ones
agreed.
They're the ones that I grew out of the fastest.
Yeah, same. Big.
I think. Yeah, I used to be. I was like ride or die for them in like 2004 or 2005 or whatever.
Dude, Young and the Hopeless. Young and the Hopeless. Was that your jam for like?
It's sitting on my shelf over here, man. Like,
right.
It's right here. I got it, but I grew past that. So by the time 2010 rolled around, I was like, ooh, I'm already not looking back at this.
Yeah, same. I hate to admit it, but big same, man.
Yeah, and Simple Plan, I mean, it was even quicker than that for me. I was still in high school, and I was already like, I'm a little too old for this.
No, see, I was that same.
Crash.
But I can't do.
There you go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. So my thing is, I've ranted on both. Boy, I got mad at that Good Charlotte album for good reason, but at the same time, going back to what was the RX one? I don't even remember. I heard it when it came out.
Generation RX.
That was
their most recent.
I see the album before Young and the Hopeless, I thought was okay. It was just very 5 out of 10, like John said. And that was back in the day, too. That one, Generation RX, proved to me that they were a band that could grow up, that could realize they could make music besides.
It's a weird album for them to.
It
is.
And much,
you're right.
And much longer after their heyday, when they were known for that dumpster fire that was that out, in my opinion. In my humble opinion.
No,
Simple Plan,
I agree.
Simple Plan is incapable of evolving. That's just me. I just
taking one for the team.
Oh gosh, that whole I don't want to go to bed. I don't want to go to bed was proof enough to me to never touch it again.
See, if they were capable of evolving, that time feels like it's past, because my God, that most recent album they put out.
They're going backwards. They're going backwards.
They are.
They devolved. They de-evolved.
Yeah.
I don't even
that
know.
album is so painful.
It is. It's shocking. It was shockingly bad. And so do I need to say anything else? I've already harped on both those bands so much. So Simple Plan must die in the Coliseum. Yes. How did they die in the Coliseum?
Oh man, I've been waiting for this moment.
Man.
Either way, nobody's gonna miss them when they're gone.
You know what? That
That's their punishment. Dying alone.
Well, you know what? We get to beat them. We get to beat them senseless, but they get to wear no pads, no helmets, no balls.
Just ball toners.
Just ball toners.
From Manscaped, which you can get 20% off of with the code ROCK20.
They will die in the Coliseum, but they'll be perfectly toned.
Oh my god.
That's how I
This is way more than I am.
That's how I need to go
steering the
out.
conversation. In
When I die, can I have an open casket, but for the bottom half? So that way
Just
everyone
no
can
pants.
Yeah.
No pants.
I got a legit giggle out of Crash. I don't know if I've ever gotten that one before.
no, I'm sorry.
That very open casket.
We hate to see
Close
it.
friends and family only.
Can we get a Can I just get a picture with the corpse really quick? Just really quick.
From Manscaped. Use code ROCK20.
Oh, this video.
This man's dead and his balls still look phenomenal.
Man, crop preserver and crop toner really do the job.
I wouldn't even know he was dead if I wasn't at a funeral.
Oh. And I don't smell the corpse stank because of all the crop preserver.
Forget embalming. We're using Manscaped.
Oh. Did my whole channel just get demonetized?
Yes.
Y'all
right.
broke me.
Y'all
broke me.
Gladly moving on. Sorry, we were very immature, very inappropriate. I don't even want to look at the chat right now.
Somebody
It
said
was worth
still
it.
not getting any product placement.
Oh!
From Devin Sterling. Oh, good one. From Devin Sterling, Dropkick Murphys.
Oh,
Okay.
Everyone have an opinion?
Yes.
yeah.
I have an opinion. Yes.
Okay. On three. 1, 2, 3.
Boom. I get
Up or
it,
down,
I
Mark.
get
We
it.
love you. Up
I
or
get
down.
it.
Up or down.
I get
up or down.
irritated
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, see.
I get it. I
yeah.
do get it. I mean, they're not my favorite band by a long shot, but the music always puts me in a good mood, and the standout songs with the actual energy and fire, not the like slow, broguish, chanty songs, the actual upbeat 10, 20 instruments playing at the same time, real lively stuff. That's what I love about hearing Dropkick Murphys. They do such a good job with that. So
Absolutely. Can I go next?
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, I will say that Dropkick Murphys, Mark, I kind of see Dropkick Murphys. My God, they only have one goddamn trick. I mean, you want to talk about a one-trick pony?
Well,
my
that's the
God,
band,
the Dropkick. Yeah, that is just a one-trick pony with a vengeance. But my God, they are super good at their trick. And I will say this. They are a drinking band. Like if you get into a karaoke bar with a bunch of drunken people and Ship It Up to Boston comes up. Speaking as a man who is on his third right now, I wouldn't mind hearing some Dropkick Murphys right now. It's good music for what it is. It's good environment music. It's good drinking music. It's great bar music. It's good for what it is, even if it's not like gonna win any Nobel Prizes or anything. I can appreciate.
So
Plus, we don't get enough Celtic punk. We just do not get enough Celtic punk these days. So, hey, God bless them for carrying the flag.
Mark, do you have anything you want to add, like why you were kind of hesitant?
To me, I put them in a similar category. Broke out in the late, and that they were bar bands that just got huge. You put Hootie and the Blowfish in the same category. I put Dave Matthews Band in the same category. Yeah, they kind of are.
I would argue with you on Dave Matthews.
I would argue with you with Hootie.
I see where you're coming from. Dude, Hootie are such our bar band.
Good time, regular couple pints at the bar bands.
Yes.
I can't get on the Dropkick Murphys that hard because for what they blew up more than they had any right to.
Yes, I will agree with that.
They did blow up.
I will agree with that.
And I will say this: that concert they threw on St. Patrick's Day, that was
cool.
Double
That was
felt.
really
That
cool.
was
A ton of people
That
were
was
watching
so
that
great.
too.
And
That was
enough
dope.
goodwill to put them over the top. Also, plus I've got a friend of mine who's crazy into them, and she will kill me if I didn't put thumbs up. So
Same.
We all saw that
literally
hesitation,
same.
though.
Yeah, literally same. Like someone would have came knocking on my door during this whole isolation thing if I would have said the thumbs down.
Dude, I have Irish family. Yeah.
I have Irish background in my family, so yeah.
Okay, yeah, dude.
John, do you have anything you wanted to say?
Not really. I mean, like, I think you guys have pretty much covered most of it. They're very likable for what they do. Again, it gets old. I'm in the right environment and mindset for it right now, so maybe I'm feeling a little bit kinder than I normally would.
Cheers.
But cheers, boys.
Yep, cheers.
That's all I got for that.
Fair enough. A good suggestion, though. I do like that one. So
Yeah, very nice, very
Good
nice.
stuff. We definitely have another one.
Okay, pull this back up. Sorry, they're all over the place now. I gotta pull this.
Oh, I believe it.
And remember, everyone, we are doing a randomizer on this.
Yeah, they
so
are. That's
they're-
why. Everyone has a fair shot. So go back to these.
Again, thank you very much for
Yes.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
We sincerely appreciate
We
it.
really do.
Yep.
From Brandon Barrettfeld, Weezer versus the Offspring.
Oh,
Not the same.
that's
Two
for
very
me.
different-
I don't know about y'all, but for me, that's kind of tough.
It's not full apples and oranges, I guess, but
It's
man.
it's close. It's closer than the last week.
Yeah.
It's still a bit apples.
Yeah, like Mark said, is it? Is it? I mean, like, Offspring are pretty much like most people would call them a punk band.
Yeah.
Most
Weezer,
people.
you
Yeah.
don't find too many people
Weezer
calling
does not
Weezer
fit
punk
into a
band.
punk
Okay.
nearly as neatly.
Do you guys have a choice?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I
think
think
so.
I have a choice. Yeah.
Okay. Weezer. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, this is sacrilegious. Sacrilegious. I feel
barely,
bad. I feel so bad
barely.
as a punk. I feel so bad as a punk.
For the
I
Offspring.
like the Offspring a lot.
I do
so-
too. For the Offspring,
no,
I think
so
that's
do I,
Mark.
but
1,
yeah.
2, 3. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Mark, why does the Offspring get the thumbs up?
Because the Offspring, even at their low points, I hold Days High as a low. They were never as bad as Weezer's low points.
I'd argue. Yeah, I guess you're right. But man, it's not that close.
It's a weird matchup, but I also go back
Yeah.
to I went back to listen to a bunch of Offspring albums, like their 90s output.
Oh, yeah.
Just to
Yeah.
try- When I got more into hardcore punk, I wanted to see if those albums hit with me better, and they did.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
I appreciate the band a little more. Knowing what Offspring is, and part of that is an understanding because they will never be the kind of punk I love, per se.
Yeah.
But I will go back to Offspring more these days than I will to Weezer. And Weezer just has massive tracks in the discography that is mediocre in a way that Offspring is not.
I already made my decision, but you made some great points that actually does
Nope.
kind of weigh things for me.
Completely understandable. Completely understandable.
For me, it's because I too agree what you're saying, but the Offspring had a lot of trash too, especially later, like in the mid 2000s and stuff. They had some junk.
Yeah.
They relied.
Oh, it's
They were relying on interlude tracks and like joke garbage and stuff in several of their albums, and Weezer had their trash. I will never
Weezer
listen to
had more
Ratitude.
joke trash than Offspring.
Well, they didn't mean it as jokes though. They meant it as something serious. It just became a joke. The Offspring were actually. It's a hard one.
this is a hard one. Very much a hard
Weezer by a hair. By a hair.
yeah.
They have
No,
more.
I'm with you.
They just have like one, maybe two more awesome albums than Offspring. Barely. Just
yeah.
barely. And this is coming from an Offspring fan as well.
No, that's fair. That is fair, man. I feel you.
John, why does Weezer get the thumbs up?
Oh, it's really not even that close for me. I mean, I like the Offspring for sure, but I mean, it's just a matter of what I come back to a lot more. I feel like with the Offspring, they're the type of band where I can make a playlist for like their like great 90s stuff and I can cycle through that no problem, but it's not always like a full album thing. But the albums that I do love, like Smash, Ignite,
Yeah, that was
Extreme
mine.
Home,
Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those. I mean, I am one of the few people out there that defends Days Go By. I love that album that came out in their most recent album as of doing this live stream right now.
2012.
I really like that, but the 2000, like between like 2000 to 2010, that stuff was almost like unforgivable for me at some points. And the Weezer stuff, at least I could like laugh at it and be like, oh my God, this is a train wreck, but it's kind of hilarious. The Offspring stuff was just like, ugh, I'm just.
That's
gonna
how
turn
I
this
felt.
off.
Yeah, I mean,
See,
there was like a "Don't
yeah.
Drop the Soap" song on one of the Offspring albums.
Yeah.
It was like,
Oh, we all remember that one.
So Crash, since you might be a good Weezer aficionado.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I will put it this way. People, this is not, again, for me, it's like a people. It's like a hair. Do yourself a favor. I know a lot of people came onto Offspring with like "Pretty Fly for a White Guy" and the
Which I
stuff.
feel like is a good song.
It really is.
I love that song.
It is good stuff. But people, please do me the biggest solid in the world. Dig up Ignition, dig up Snash, even dig up Ixnay on the Ombre. I stand up.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that album.
It's not as bad as some people have told you.
No,
it's
right.
fine.
A lot of it's forgettable. It's forgettable, but it's not compared to the others.
But the stuff that's good is really worth checking out. I will say that, guys. Like, okay, Offspring, God, their back catalog. Please give it a listen. That is some of the best, like, legit Cali punk that you can find for that era. That band does not get enough respect for their legacy. Like, people know them for their sellout shit, as it's so called. You know, people more understand this band for when they sold out.
They dove into the mainstream head first.
They dove into the mainstream, and man, that just broke them. That just completely fucking shattered that band. And again, it's like Weezer. As much as I love the Offspring, and as much as I would recommend you do check out their past catalog, man, I would not recommend the Offspring's bad stuff over Weezer's bad stuff. Because at least Weezer's bad stuff, you can listen to Ratitude and just gawk at it.
Yeah,
you can almost listen to it as it's an interest. Weezer's failures are at least more often than not interesting failures. The Offspring's last few failures have been like borderline unlistenable. John, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you like Days Go By. I would sooner have untoned balls than listen to Days Go By. That just and plus the Offspring have been on a great big losing streak lately, and they've been taking forever to get that new album out.
They're in legal nightmare stuff too, with like their
it's kind of a legal thing.
Something really.
It's bad.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay, so the Offspring do die. Do they just die by legalities and having to pay royalties for the rest of their life to past band members?
Sorry, Luke, you actually cut out there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, can you?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
So, do the Offspring die in the Coliseum by just like having to pay royalties for the rest of their lives to ex-band members and?
Wait, why did they die? Didn't we both have 2 on each side, or did we?
No.
Weezer got 3.
No. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Ugh.
They all have to get a job finally. A real job, like a bad job. They have to go work at GameStop. That type of thing.
Right now.
Right now, yes.
Imagine Dexter at fucking GameStop.
Okay, that seems too cool.
Yeah.
Guys, that seems too mean.
Dexter, would you like to buy Animal Crossing?
Oh
God.
So moving on. Sorry. And by the way, Gretchen just sent me a DM. 452 likes.
Yes, I was gonna
get there.
I made a promise, so I'm gonna back
Yes,
away from the
you did.
microphone so I don't like deafen anyone. Like, raise your hand up if I start cutting out. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Because he sounds like nothing. He doesn't pronunciate. He doesn't. He's just awful. He's awful. He's so bad.
Okay, I get.
It was really funny.
Yeah, no, you were cutting out too here.
Aw.
No, it's okay.
It was great.
No, it was worth it.
I got about 90% of that, and I felt like I was at the zoo watching something that I don't fully understand.
You got about
Okay,
90% of it, so okay.
Luke, can I just say this? As the guy who always ends up doing the impressions throughout our little escapades here, I get why people request them.
Yeah.
Now, I get it, because that was fun.
It was probably too loud.
Oh, we're going Aaron Lewis Trapt.
He sounds like nothing. He just is so bad. Did you hear that one?
Yeah, we heard that one.
Oh, we heard that.
one.
Okay.
Oh, we heard it.
There you go. There you go. I'm a man of my word.
Thank you, people.
Gretchen-
Thank you so much.
Gretchen just sent me another DM saying she's leaving me. Oh, well.
All right, guys, 550 likes and she won't leave.
Guys, I want to keep my girlfriend. You have to like this video.
Come on, guys. 1 like equals 1 prayer for the relationship.
People, love is on the line.
Yeah.
Love is on the line. Oh!
From I Love Metal, 80s Metallica versus 90s Pantera.
Oh, he doesn't.
I have an answer.
Again, I'm not sure that's fair.
It's not, but I get. Well,
You know what? I'm gonna sit this one out because of Pantera. I'm
Okay.
not as familiar.
Okay.
We'll do this
That's
quick.
fair.
So for 80s Metallica, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I mean,
Ride the lightning.
Yeah.
Ride the
Master,
Lightning!
Master of
I would've
Puppets.
said Metallica too,
Master of
so.
Puppets.
Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, fucking
And Justice for All was not,
and just
even with all the problems and all the back history, still good.
hell, I'd even give it up to Kill 'Em All. That is
Yeah, I
a damn
would
good
too.
Kill 'Em All
record.
was really good.
Yeah, and
Yeah, hell yeah.
And they had a budget of a ham sandwich to make Kill 'Em All.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's
Hell,
it.
but it's actually pretty good.
It was
Like,
still really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So yeah.
It's still really good. Yeah. Oh,
So that's just me.
no, and again, not a fair comparison. Not fair at all.
Love Pantera, just have to move on to that. So
Yeah.
okay, moving on. Gotta go back. From Goku-san DBZ, The Fray. I have to sit this one out.
I know
yeah.
enough. I
I
could.
know enough too.
Okay, so
Okay,
it's on you three. Okay. The Fray. 1, 2, 3.
I kind of hate to, but yeah.
Okay.
Aw.
Thumbs down.
They're nice.
I mean, I don't disagree with that, John.
Okay, John, why do The Fray get the thumbs up?
They're nice. They're nice boys. You know?
That's it? That's it?
They're nice boys. They save lives. You know, they save lives. They taught me.
Oh my gosh.
John, you're in over your head.
No, I'm in 2.5.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Mark, why do they get the thumbs down?
because they fell off so hard.
Yes.
They really did.
Oh, the
Like,
last
it's
album,
not like
Helios, was ass.
So I'm drawing such a
Mm,
blank,
yeah.
so go
I
ahead.
was
No.
like Helios as much as I did, but that album is produced so badly.
Yeah.
They were trying to chase trends on that record.
Yes.
Yes. Big. I mean, those are just my comments too.
Okay, fair enough.
I got a soft spot for their first album, so.
It's
I do.
it's solid. My
can't
God,
even-
they just could not follow up from it. They just could not. They
don't-
only had enough for that one record.
I don't
That
even
was
know
all
how
they
many
had.
albums they have. I mean, I'm drawing a
I'd
mind
guess
blank.
4.
Okay.
I would guess 4.
Sure.
Yeah.
So how does the Fray die in the Coliseum?
And a cable car going over the side of a cliff.
Yep.
Yeah, that works for me. That works for me.
Huh, okay. So moving
I
on.
told
Now-
them they ran over their heads. But
From Justin Dirks, sorry again for mispronunciation. This is interesting. Linkin Park versus Incubus.
Oh, you bastard! You
Yeah, that's-
bastard! Oh,
okay. Well,
Crash. Don't look people up on the internet to threaten them later.
I'm sorry. I don't mean that like literally. But oh, that is
But
tough.
please comment
That
your
is
Twitter handle.
Son of a
tough.
bastard.
I don't know. I'm torn.
So am I. So am
I'm
I,
not.
dude. Like, oh,
Okay. Everyone ready?
yeah. I guess.
Linkin Park. Linkin Park. 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Oh, damn it! You guys really. Oh, okay.
And Crash, Incubus. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Crash,
okay.
go ahead. Why does Incubus get the thumbs up?
Okay, yes, I agree. Linkin Park is amazing. Yes, Linkin Park had the more solid career all throughout. I'm with you guys. Everything you're about to say, I don't disagree with it. But like, fuck Incubus. When they were strong
Incubus.
at their strongest, they have Science. They have Make Yourself. They have Morning View, man. Like, oh,
Such a good album.
yeah, right. Like,
Morning View
oh,
is my favorite.
yeah.
I'm
Like,
a
my
Science
God.
fan myself, so.
Yeah, see, no, I have a big affinity for Science. Again, just that record is just funk rock as fuck too. That was again good punk rock album on our hands there. I get why Linkin Park gets more acclaim here. They probably deserve more acclaim. I get it. I don't disagree with the rest of you guys, but I have a special soft spot for when Incubus was good.
Okay.
When they're not good, I get that too, but man,
Okay.
there's
Let me
Yeah.
follow up with that. I was just going to say, when Incubus lost that jazz bassist, the guy that was like responsible for all that funk that was in Science and Make Yourself too, when he left,
Yeah.
Incubus lost a huge piece of their identity. And ever since then, it's been a big just nothing stood out after Morning View.
Yeah,
nothing.
That hurt.
And I love Incubus. Love them.
I'd make a case for Light Grenade. That's all I'll say.
I would make a case for Crow Left of the Murder. I love that album.
Oh yeah, Crow Left of the Murder too.
It's not bad. It's just nothing stood out like
it wasn't
the
the
90s.
same. I agree with you, Luke. It was
Linkin
not
Park still, through all their transitions, through everything they've done, ups and downs, some high ups, some low downs, I still say Linkin Park.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
fair.
John,
that is fair.
anything you want to say about Linkin Park or Incubus?
Yeah, I mean, I do like Incubus a lot. Clearly, I make a case for any of those records leading up through. I guess Light Grenades was probably the one where I kind of draw the line.
That's about where it stops. But
what is the one? The not if not now when that album bored me to tears.
Number eight, I was generous to, and it bored me to tears.
Yeah, I felt generous towards that one at first too, but I can't remember most of the tracks outside of like Throw Out.
Number 8 kind of broke my heart. I won't lie. As an Incubus fan, that album.
Mark, do you have anything you want to add?
Consistent.
Yeah, Mark, just.
Not a ton. I guess the only thing I can really say is that Incubus always felt like a band where, like, I don't have strong emotions about Incubus one way or the other.
Okay.
Like, they had good moments, they had meh moments. With Linkin Park, they had great moments. They had moments that I felt that transcended their genre, that transcended the modern landscape in which they were. And to me, that kind of puts them head and shoulders in a different conversation.
Okay.
I get that. I would also argue that Incubus has those moments too. They just aren't as celebrated. I'll shut up. I'll shut up.
You're not going to hear me like complain about it.
I mean, yeah, right. Yeah. I feel you.
Do we even want to give Incubus a death? Because they would have the best.
Can we not?
Yeah,
Can we not?
No.
Yeah, we don't have to.
We don't have to make ourselves. Okay.
Okay. They should have a new album coming out this year, if I'm correct.
Yeah, well, they keep dropping these disaster EPs and then drawing back and being like, oh, we're only going to do EPs. Oh, just kidding. We're going to do an album. Oh, just kidding. We don't know what the hell we want to do. They just maybe need to call it a day on the new material stuff and for the old stuff.
I mean, as much, even though I was the one who stood up and defended Incubus, I wouldn't mind if they called it a day, personally.
Yeah.
I hate saying that.
And they're still fun live. I saw
Brandon's
them
a nice dude, too.
Yeah.
Brandon's a nice dude.
Yeah.
Absolute.
So, before we get to the next, let's do this next one, then I'll say this thing. From Julian Purnell, Black Veil Brides versus I Prevail.
Why?
Why? Was that, well,
yes,
sorry, was that
was
that Julianne or Julian?
It says Julian.
Julian. Okay, so dude, why would you do that to us, man?
Did you ask me to clear out the pronunciation to chastise you?
Well, I wasn't sure I'm not sure if it was a dude or a girl. So
okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, Black Veil Brides. 1, 2, 3. I knew that was coming.
I kind of had a feeling.
I really don't want to give a thumbs up either way, but
between the two, I would definitely give a thumbs up to I Prevail.
Same.
Yeah, sure. They've got a few songs.
They do. I Prevail is a singles band, but every now and then they get a good single. I will give them that.
Yeah.
Black Veil Brides had one good album out of
Did they?
a decade and a half out of hot topic background music that's not even good enough to pay attention to.
Yeah, Black Veil Brides is goth Nickelback. Let's move on.
But the funny thing is, like, the most common association I have with Black Veil Brides these days is that it's one of the favorite bands of Awolnation.
Ew! I'm glad we all gave it up.
Ew.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Can he listen to that? Is he going to listen to that in jail?
He's not going to jail.
He's too scared. He has evaded.
Let's hope it. Just hope it ties him up forever in the court system. Then just keeps him away from people. Whatever. From
Greg, you suck in your music. There.
Yeah,
100%.
Whoops.
From Z. Oh goodness.
Oh no.
Song versus song from Z Mod.
I know what this is in advance. I read this one earlier. I already did.
The Reason by Hoobastank versus Lips of an Angel by Hinder.
Okay, that's what I thought that was.
Yikes! Still though.
I want to call in.
Okay.
I want to call in from work tomorrow, just so I can just recover from this one. Ugh.
Yeah, no, man, that's.
All right.
I know you. You
When you
especially.
call in, they'll be like, "Honey, why you calling?"
You're fired.
Now you're grounded, John. You're grounded now.
All right.
I'm already grounded, man. Quarantine.
Yeah, I know. All right. The reason. 1, 2, 3.
I feel dirty.
I
Really?
guess. I guess.
Okay, all right. I'm not.
You're not
Yes,
alone.
Okay.
And Lips of an Angel. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, this will be interesting.
Mark,
Okay.
we need to meet up and do this for karaoke sometime.
Ew.
Yes, I am all for that. I am all for that.
They're gonna unplug the whole system from you halfway through the song.
Yeah, we've had a power outage.
Does anyone have? I don't even know what half and half. Mark, if you want to go first, go for it, because
I'll
I'm
go first on this
lost.
because I'll actually defend Lips for not being completely terrible.
Yeah.
I think it's got a good hook. I
Yeah.
think the song, for as toxic as the song is, as it really is,
Yeah.
but if you're gonna go oversold melodrama post grunge in that way, I prefer actually trying. In comparison with what Hoobastank does, who is very milquetoast.
That song, yeah,
kind of
but-
bitchy about it. And I've actually met the frontman of Hinder once. I met him actually when I was at a resort.
The original
and the Hard
singer?
Rock-
The original one or the
yeah,
new
the
one?
original
Okay.
singer.
Oh,
He was-
okay.
He was doing a Hard Rock Cafe. He was one of the stars that came in to the Hard Rock Cafe, and he was actually running the karaoke contest there. And I participated in the karaoke contest, and he gave me the bitchiest of looks when I sang "Come Together" by the Beatles.
No shit.
Why?
Why?
I don't know why. I'm just like, I don't know why you're doing this to me, man. Lips of an Angel. I
Yeah.
love Lips of an Angel at karaoke. It goes off. The Reason does not.
Yeah.
That's
that I can
totally
see. That I
understandable.
can get.
Get that.
John,
I
why
get
does
that.
why does Lips of an Angel get a thumbs up?
You know, I don't really mind that song at all for as cheesy as it is. Like, I like it. I'm with Mark. I think it's got a pretty good hook to it. It's catchy. It's fun to sing along to. The Reason is just, well, you covered it on Regretting the Past, Luke, and I think you said it
Yeah.
best. I don't have a ton to say in, obviously in Hinder's defense, but
Yeah.
I kind of have, I used to own Extreme Behavior.
A lot of people did. A lot of people did.
Maybe that affinity I have for Get Stoned and Lips of an Angel, stems from that.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I
It's
can
better
forgive
than
it.
better than me.
Yeah, yeah. better than
Crash.
me.
Okay, so on the flip side, Crash,
Uh,
why does The Reason get the thumbs up?
See, I get where Mark from because I feel that Lips of an Angel is the more interesting failure for a song. There is much more going wrong in that song. It is much more riffable. It is much more hilarious of a song. But speaking as a vocalist, speaking as someone who sings, the Reason is bland. The Reason is white paste on white toast. It is so fucking bland. It is so fucking boring.
Paste on toast.
Oh, it's boring and it's boring and stupid, and it'll kill your brains.
Wait a minute. Wait, John.
Oh, here we go.
John, are you
Hold
going to
on,
do an
guys.
impression of
I got a
Hoobastank?
live cover here.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
Dun, 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 dun,
I'm
dun.
not a
Dun, dun, dun,
perfect
dun, dun,
person.
dun, 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 dun,
La,
dun,
la,
dun,
la,
dun, 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 dun.
Oh my god. Okay, we need to stop before we get copyright struck.
know.
That
We're
one, and it
very
would
close.
get copyright stuck on that song.
I know, right? Oh my gosh.
Okay,
I'll be very quick.
I'm sorry.
I'll be.
Finishing my point really quick here.
Yeah.
It's bland, it's boring, I get it. It is the more, Lips of an Angel is the more interesting failure, but that dude's fucking voice. Lips of an
Crash just pulled a hernia.
The dude can't sing.
He can't.
The dude can't sing.
Okay, I echo that. We'll go back to his impression. We won't hear that again, folks. I promise Crash will do that impression again. when it comes down to bad singers, I at least can get what Doug Robb is going for, and I don't recoil. I don't cringe. Also, I listen to the writing of the lyrics, and the reason, as bare bones and minimal and overhyped as that song was, at the same time, I don't feel disgusting as opposed to Lips of an Angel.
I get that. That is a skeezy song. That is just skeezy.
There's no winners in this.
It's not trained to be skeezy.
Yeah, I know.
It's trying to be romantic.
I know, that's even worse. But maybe in Alabama or something. I don't know. Maybe.
That's a call you make from a hotel that looks like it should have been shut down in the 70s.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. On the payphone that you didn't pay a quarter for, you just like had it rigged a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is one of those hotels. I don't know. Do you guys watch like Defunct Land or
I know of it. Yeah.
Or like Bright Star Productions, where they'll cover like the hotels and the old industries that are now abandoned.
You mean Bright Sun?
Bright Sun, yes. Bright Sun.
I watched Bright Sun. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that call is being made. That the institution that song was written in is now one of Bright Sun's videos. I promise you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Shut down.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. We're at 9:34. We're only going to do two more, then we have to start calling it because these guys have been up late and stuff like that. This has been a ton of fun. Two more. Thank you guys so much. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. From JT Loves Code Lyoko. Again, Lyoko. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Kid Rock versus Hope Morphin.
Y'all. Wait, who's the other one?
Hope.
I don't know.
Is that a Power Ranger?
I don't even know what Hope Morphin is.
Never heard of it.
I haven't either.
Mighty
never
Morphin.
heard of it, man.
Mighty Morphin.
So we're going to have to move on for that. Thank you for the super chat, but at the same time, man, you have to be
I'm
bad.
feeling a no to both of those.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know, but if you're comparing it to Kid Rock, you already know what my answer is going to be. So.
I'm sorry, Luke. You cut out.
Sorry. I don't even know the other one, but if you're comparing it to Kid Rock, I can't imagine I like it.
Yeah, I know, right? That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
So-
Let's do two other ones. Let's do different ones.
Yeah, two
Very
different
fair.
ones.
Very fair. Okay, we'll go back here. Okay. From Alex Schmidt, Steel Panther versus Poison.
Oh, come on. That's not
very unfair.
That's not fair.
That's like you look at pictures of them and think they're the same when they're definitely not.
Yeah. We can do it though. I can do it.
Does everyone have an answer?
I do.
I guess.
Yeah, this doesn't
fast.
feel
Very fast. Steel Panther. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, here's the thing. Steel Panther is a parody of everything Poison was doing.
It's very unfair. Very unfair.
Yeah.
I'll stay with Poison just for the same reason. Like, okay, Poison, man, they are a product of their times, but they had their moments. Steel Panther is the one-trick pony, but at least they do the trick well.
They're hilarious. I'll give them that. They are
can be.
absolutely.
They can be, yeah. So,
And the thing is, Steel Panther realizes it's a joke. Poison never realized they were.
Poison still doesn't know. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Every Rose Has Its Thorn is a great song.
It is.
Is it?
I think it. Well. Nah.
If you say so, Mark.
If you say so, buddy. We'll let you believe that.
Well, Poison dies in the Rock Coliseum. How does Poison
Take
die?
that. That was mean.
Mark, I'm sorry. I got it drunk.
Fair.
I am not with you. I love you, but I'm not with you.
You're like, come on. There's.
So how does Poison die?
we can't use anything involving poison.
No.
Brett Michaels excruciating season of Rock of Love. How's that?
How about instead of Mark, you'll follow me on this one. Instead of Taylor Swift, "Death by 1,000 Cuts," how about "Death by 1,000 Rose Thorns"?
They're just like scraping rose stems all over his body.
It's carving the lyrics in slowly.
In other words, he's gonna get laid down in a better.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So we got one more. I have to pull the chat up. Sorry about that. And
Make it a good one, guys.
Make it and stop. Okay.
Oh, actually, before you go, can I just say,
go ahead.
We are at 470 likes.
That's awesome.
We are
Thank you, guys.
30. We are just 30 likes away from
If you guys have not liked it, Please like it now. That would mean a huge amount to us to get the 500 likes because we had 400 people for over an hour. That's huge for us.
Yes.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, that would
What do
be
we have right
super
now?
great.
I don't even know because I have the other channel.
363 currently.
We still have
Yeah.
for a long
That's
time.
still
Okay.
a lot for a long show.
Yeah.
OT.
Yeah. Let's say that. Thanks again, people. We
Thank you, guys.
sincerely appreciate that.
For
That
our-
is super
that's huge.
cool.
For our final one of the evening, and again, we will get to all the other ones and these in the Excel sheet in the Google Docs. I'll make the list. So if yours wasn't covered tonight, we will get to it. I promise. Everything will be covered. I have them all saved. From Jules Peugeot, again, bad with pronunciation. From Jules, Walk the Moon.
Hey. All right.
I have an
Okay.
answer. I have an answer.
I think I have an answer too.
Mark?
I do.
Okay. Walk the Moon on 3. 1, 2, 3.
You
You both have to give an answer. Okay.
I'm
Okay. Unanimous. Okay, fair enough.
I'm kind of with you, Mark. I'm
Okay,
kind of with
yeah.
you on this.
John, you were the most vigorous thumbs up, so why do you get the thumbs up?
I love Walk the Moon. Their music is so much fun. Talking is Hard is a fucking gem.
I'll give you that.
So
I will
good.
totally give you that, man.
So
Totally
much
give you
fun
that.
to listen to. Even their debut. I mean, there's so many songs on there. Lisa Baby, Anna Sun.
Anna Sun,
I can
yeah,
still
Anna
start.
It's
Sun
still fun.
slaps.
Yeah.
Anna
Oh,
Sun
dude.
slaps hard.
And
yeah.
even their most recent album, while it wasn't great, there were great songs on there like Tiger Teeth, even One Foot Grew on Me. They're likable, their stuff, it puts you in a good mood. And I think that there are not enough bands, at least that have had mainstream success, that make you feel good. And I think songs like Shut Up and Dance definitely achieve that.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
and there's more than that on the album.
There is.
There's more than Shut Up and Dance.
There
so.
is.
Yeah, there is. There honestly is.
Portugal's a fun one on that one too.
Oh, I love Portugal.
See,
That is-
I actually do prefer the debut over Talking Is Hard, but I still love both albums. The third one, I could take or leave. I don't even
Yeah.
really remember that much.
I can't even remember the name of it.
But if you have not seen Walk the Moon live, that was I've seen them live twice. That was one of the most fun shows. Everyone's
They're
having
fun.
a good time. I really give them credit, especially Nicholas. I can never pronounce his last name.
Petrica.
correctly. There we
Petrica,
go.
I
Yeah,
believe.
he does.
Yeah.
He does such a great job too. I think he's like. All four men are talented. I think he is a standout as a lead man, and I hope
They are charismatic.
Yeah, I hope they have something for a fourth album that kind of like bumps them back up again. But yeah, if you've never heard of Walk the Moon, listen to Anna Sun. You've probably already heard Shut Up and Dance. You just don't know who it is. Listen to Anna Sun. So
Listen to Talking Is Hard, the
Yeah,
album.
there you go.
I
Yeah.
highly recommend.
Mark and Crash. So Mark, you go first. You were kind of hesitant, but you did lean on the thumbs
I
up.
really wish I loved the Moon more. I
I
think
get that. I can get that.
They're a really colorful band, but they've got a lot of ideas. But I really wish I felt more of those ideas felt a little more fleshed out.
Okay.
Like there was
I agree.
I get
I
that.
agree. Yeah.
Especially later
songs,
on.
I think that later on for sure on that
Yeah.
third album, I
Yeah.
think they've got a lot of promise. Like to me, and this is gonna sound weird, they kind of fall into a similar category as in 1975
Yeah.
in terms of a similar sound,
Not
a
as
similar
steep
focus
of a
on-
drop off, but I kind of see it.
It's not
yeah.
as steep of a no,
I
you're
would
right.
say
It's not as steep of a drop off as it was for 1975, but I also don't think they ever hit the heights of the 1975 did.
Yes,
100%.
agreed.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, not with full albums at
Yeah,
least.
exactly.
Yeah,
For sure.
I hope Walk the Moon sticks around. I
do
think
too.
they have really interesting ideas to fall off, but as it is, they're a band I can take or leave.
Fair enough. I can get that.
it's fair.
Yeah.
I get it.
Crash, why do they get the thumbs up? Hesitant, but you still gave it thumbs up.
They get a hesitant thumbs up because, like, I like a lot of the stuff. Again, what was it? Their second album. I'm sorry.
Talking is hard.
Talking is hard. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Talking is hard. Again, that is a better album than I think it has any right to be. There was there was lots of good stuff off their debut, but again, the common consensus among all of us is that third record.
It was a bummer. It was it did not. Yeah.
They're one of those bands, like, they're a good band to like shut your brain off to if you just want some happy, dancey, poppy, just kind of bouncy kind of stuff, you know. I can get behind it. But as the third album, I think, kind of proved to us, that kind of momentum won't carry them forever. They need to figure out what they're going to do next. And I really don't think they figured that out. And I'm not sure there is much more momentum they can keep carrying into. Like, they can't do what they're doing now long term. They have to figure out what they're.
The idea of mainstream success and just carve out a niche for themselves.
Yeah.
In
Yes.
the thing that they're doing in the indie circuit, or indie alternative.
I could see these guys being. This is a weird comparison, but I could see them being like an OK Go or like another band that can find like a certain indie niche.
Yeah.
They need to find their niche because I don't think they're going to be a mainstream band forever.
I think this next album is going to be the make or break point for them.
I agree.
Their last album outside of 1 Foot charting in the low, correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, but did 1 Foot chart on the low end of the Hot 100?
Barely.
Barely.
It was not really much of a hit.
It was like 2 weeks it was on the chart.
Category, the 3-album indie rock curse, what happens with the Wombats, or I put the rest of the category for the hell were they? Neon Trees.
Oh yeah.
And they're still around too, and Neon Trees has done nothing.
Yeah, the alternative stations are playing them, but mainstream forgot them hard.
Yeah, they
exactly.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After Sleeping with a Friend, everybody that was their last touch of mainstream.
It
was.
That was
2014. That was 2014. That was a long time ago.
See, I think unfortunately, I think the train made it fast for them. Like, they could have built off of the momentum from that, but they just haven't done anything. They just haven't done it.
Neon Trees' first 2 albums are so good.
They are.
Yeah.
That's a hard one. So I'll end with this. So thank you for all the super chats. Much appreciated. Thank you for every 482 of you who liked this video and everyone who stayed till the very end. There's 2 things I want to bring up first. One, have any one of you gentlemen heard a peep about the new A Day to Remember album?
I haven't, and that scares me shitless.
They said first quarter. Shitless. We talked about this in December.
Quarter 1 is over.
Yeah,
in a few days.
We talked about this in November.
Yep. Your welcome has yet to be heard from.
Man,
quarter one ends in 2 weeks, and we don't even have an official release date yet, right?
No work is getting done in these 2 weeks, by the way.
There's social distancing in the studio.
That's why it's taking so long. Now I get it.
I hope so.
I can't hear you in the other room.
What?
Yeah, right.
Start the bass line. What?
All right.
Bass line.
Disinfect your surroundings.
So, number 2, we hope this was a pleasant distraction for all of you. Whether you agreed with us, disagreed with us, got your suggestion read, made a super chat and got it read, or you have a super chat coming, we thank you for joining us. We look forward to this just as much as you do. We love doing this.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah. We had a lot of good discussion. We had a lot of ridiculous discussion. I apologize to Manscaped for going way too far with a weird ad product placement.
And don't forget to use Rock 20 for these uncomfortable situations like this.
That's right. Man, that one conversation about the funeral was a real kick in the crotch. Your well-groomed crotch thanks to Manscaped.
And well-toned. We're just not going to stop peddling this product. Exactly. You're going to have to cut us off.
Okay, so stop showing your underwear on YouTube. Stop showing your underwear on the internet, Crash. So,
God, don't take that quote out of context.
I know. So we almost went 3 hours. I think we're all, we had a lot of fun. We'll go very quick for the outroduction, and if that's even a word, and the goodbye. John, please tell everyone where they can find you if you have anything coming up soon.
Yeah, guys. So I just put out my top 100 favorite albums of the decade, which was a massive undertaking.
It's a fun watch.
It's over an hour, but I think I made it worth the time. So go check that out. Outside of that, I'm taking a little bit of time off, obviously, kind of chilling out after the big video's out. But I do have some others that are pretty much finished. I've got a video essay about Jack White that's going to be out soon. I'm officially doing an episode of I Got It Wrong on 1,000 Suns by Linkin Park, which is going to make Mark a very happy man. And then, other stuff like that. Anything and everything music is up for discussion very soon. Maybe even a review of the Code Orange album.
Ooh.
Nice. Very nice.
Mark, where can they find your channel, and do you have anything coming up soon?
You can find me at Spectrum Pulse or on the Billboard Breakdown side channel. What's coming up for me right now? I'm going to drop that tomorrow. I don't want to draw attention away from what we've got here. It's something special. I want to draw more focus to that. On the Pulse is proceeding regularly. Billboard Breakdown is proceeding regularly. I am currently in the process of working on my top best hit songs of the 2010s.
I'm
nice.
filtering down a
Very
list of
interesting.
over 100. I'm
That's
trying to
good.
get down to the like
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun going through some of those lists. Don't assume you know what's going to be on it, because
Ah.
I went back
Okay.
through all my old top 10 lists I made of the best hits, and I've kind of skewed the order a little bit. I mean, I think you all know what's the number one, but we'll get to that.
Gangnam Style, obviously.
Obviously.
Followed by Harlem Shake.
Yes,
Of
yes.
course, yes. Yeah. You need to highlight the memes. Now, but yeah, beyond that, I'm also, that's my process for the next little bit, and I've got time to work on it. So, yeah.
Awesome. Crash, where can they find your channel, and what do you have coming up soon?
You guys can find me at Crash Thompson XO, or you can find me at links stuff still works, so you can find me there. The stuff I right now, like I mentioned earlier, I am working on my next How to Get Into. That is going to be a very comprehensive look at Pearl Jam. We're going to do a How to Get Into on Pearl Jam. Yes, that's been a fun video to make so far. I'm
That's
not going to
awesome.
lie. I'm really looking forward to putting that one out. But that's going to be another one. That's going to be a long one, too. The footage I have for that right now is on. That one's probably going to be at least like an hour 20, maybe even an hour 30 minutes. So if you need something to watch in quarantine,
Yep, we got your stuff.
your boys got you. Your
Yeah.
boys got you. But outside of that, I'm also working on standard reviews. I'd like to get that. I'd like to get a Code Orange review out fairly soon, but I can't promise that. I'm in the middle of Pearl Jam, so no promises there. But if nothing else, I also have the next FIMI for the first quarter of 2001. That should be coming out. That should be coming out sometime. I'd love to get that out in either I'd love to get that out in early April. Worst case scenario, late April, but April. After How to Get Into Pearl Jam, most definitely. We will be. Those are the two biggest things on my horizon.
Awesome. Very cool to see. Just so everyone's aware, for coming up for me, I have 2 album reviews next week: Pearl Jam's Gigaton and In This Moment's Mother. Very different albums, and I'll have very different things to say about them. I haven't even had. I'm hoping to get Pearl Jam's album soon. I'm going to do it no matter what. Whenever I get it, though, then wait a few days and post it. For long videos next month, I'm going to do How Did I Miss This, where I look at patron albums, suggested albums, and have them vote on albums I've missed over the past few months. There's a ton. And also, I'm going to do a top 10 video. It'll be a wild top 10, but I think I got it narrowed down from all the suggestions I received today. So, I want to thank all 3 of these gentlemen for joining me. This was a long episode, but I think this is what we needed for everything that's gone on in the past 4 days. And
it's one of my favorite ones that we've done.
I think so, too.
You know, I agree. This was fun. Again, Luke, thanks for.
It's fun. This is
This
my
is
favorite thing.
always a pleasure to do.
So again, I will make the comprehensive list of all the super chats, get it to these guys. When they fill out their answers, I will post it. This video should be ready in a few hours, like if you want to watch the backlog. And finally, Crash, I love Hinder's Lips of an Angel. Can you please sing it to me so I can have a good night and just remember that song?
I think I'm going to step in and take this away from Crash here.
Please Mark, sing it like you're in a hotel.
Yes,
Sleazy.
Mark, please do, Mark.
Really good to hear you saying my name is so sweet, coming from the lips of an angel.
I love the Raz, like,
Yeah, you really got to sell the rap.
Yeah,
you gotta bring the.
Yeah.
It's
Are
we still live?
Yeah, we're still live. I still prefer that over the actual version, and since I did it too, I'll end with this. Isn't he just such an awful person? He's just such a bad person in every sense of the word. He sucks. He sucks. Trapt sucks. Everyone at home watching, wash your hands and don't listen to Trapt, as Crash Thompson said earlier.
Bingo.
That's all you need to know. Thank you again for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.
Thanks, everyone.
Cheers, people.